welcome everybody. Yeah, as we can see, this is a quite a huge family. Yeah, because of Maria. Yeah, first I want to thank the committee member. Yeah, everybody helped me so much. Yeah, together we make it happen. And second, I would like to thank all the audience. Yeah, sorry I sent you 3 emails to remind you. Yeah, but I believe everybody is so happy for Maria's achievement and also the birthday. And yeah, at last, Maria, it is because of you, yeah, that we can make today's connection, collaboration, celebration together. I hope we can have more event in the future. So for today's schedule, yeah, what we want to have is divide the whole session into 6 periods. So it will include invited talks. Yeah, Le will make a special announcement, and then we will play a video from friends and students. And in the same time, yeah, we will have some interaction with Maria. So if you have something, yeah, publicly okay for you to say to Maria, yeah, that is the time that we can discuss what we want. And then finally, Maria is going to share us some stories, especially based on all the photos you shared with Maria. And we also have a special session afterwards because I know some of you may want to talk to Maria one by one. Yeah, there are some true words you want to share emotionally. So that is what we want to add at the end, half an hour. Yeah, we can make it a little bit longer. Yeah, but basically we will have a private chat like a breakout room. We will do that. What you need to do if you want to talk to Maria one by one, please type in the chat box to say, hey, I want to talk to Maria one by one, and then we will record how many people are there and then divide the time fairly. So please type what you want. Now I want JY to have a announcement. Yeah, JY, please.
Thank you, Yang. Hi, everyone. If you don't know me, I'm JY. I'm at Lawrence Livermore National Lab. I work with Maria for my PhD at Carnegie Mellon and graduated in 2013. And I am really honored to announce this. So this is news that just came in on February 9th, which is 2 days ago. Maria was elected to the National Academy of Engineering.
Wow.
I'm sure you all know, very prestigious achievement. So yeah, I cited, yay. Yeah, Maria means so much to me. I remember how we first met in Korea while I was a master's student studying in Korea. I was the only woman student there, and Maria's was so inspiring to me, and I kind of followed her all the way to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in 2008, and the journey began from there. I was so lucky to have Maria as a mentor, and I was able to build a career. I personally also met my husband while I was working with Maria, and now have a beautiful baby. So I owe so much to Maria for everything. And but yeah, we're going to talk about her achievement all throughout this meeting. But I personally wanted to thank Maria very much and congratulate you and wish you all well. Thank you, Maria, and congratulations.
Thank you, JY. Thank you.
Okay, so now, Masood, maybe it's time for you to make a great highlight.
Hey, Maria, congratulations for all the achievements. I'm Masood Nazari, former student of Professor Maria Illich, and currently I'm assistant professor at Wayne State University in electrical and computer engineering. So I just want to briefly discuss about selected achievements of Professor Maria Illich, and definitely these are not exhaustive by far. Most of us know Maria because of her contributions in the field of control and pricing of larger scale electrical power systems. And as my colleague JY mentioned, Maria has been recently selected as the member of National Academy of Engineering. So Maria is the IEEE fellow and also IEEE distinguished lecturer. And she has a lot of contribution in terms of publications. At least she has 11 textbooks. Maria, correct me if it's more than that. And these are great textbooks. I mean, I'm personally using them when I'm teaching at Wayne State in my classes, and Also, we use them for research. Marija has more than 647 publications, journal, and conferences. And these publications had a lot of impact. So according to Google Scholar, the citation of the papers and journals that Marija has is more than 15,500. So the number we have, 15,566, is not updated. I just checked in this morning. That was more than that. So that was increased at least by 3. So this just shows how impactful Marija's work has been in the field. So Marija was a professor at Carnegie Mellon in electrical and computer engineering, and also that was the time I was interacting with her. And now she's a senior research scientist at LEADS Lab for Information and Decision Systems at MIT. She's also senior staff member at MIT Lincoln Lab. And her contributions are not limited to just education and research. She has a lot of contribution in industry, also entrepreneurship. She is a founding chief scientist of NITS, is a new electricity transmission software. And in terms of education, Marija has graduated more than 100 students. I would say at least 115 students, at what we could find out based on her CV. But these are students have been directly work with Marija and directly graduated by Marija. If you look at the next generations, so like for instance, Dr. Levi has a lot of students graduated with Marija. Yang has a student. So she has grandchildren, and I will say grandchildren in her academic tree. So in her academic tree, Yang will discuss more, but you will see her contributions in different fields and also different years. And also you'll see her contributions not only in academia, but also in industry. So thank you, Marija, again. And I would like to give the stage to my colleague Yang so he can discuss further about her academic tree.
Yeah, so thank you, Masood. So my name is Yang, I'm from Arizona State. Yeah, so from here, you can see what Masood said. Yeah, not only, when we are building the tree, I'm building it with my student, we not only see there's a linear growth, like a tree growing, but also, as you observe, there are some loops. So that means Marija not only work with us, directly, but also work with, collaborate with us, with, all the, child and grandchild. So it is really an honor to see how this family is growing and how we can make a connection at the special moment today. So other than that, over here, you can see, at the beginning, we said an electricity market and also control. But if you look into, how different and diversified area Marija made an impact, that's really, gorgeous. For example, in my case, I was working on machine learning at that time. I don't know. Marija said, hey, Yang, why don't you just have a look and see what you can bring back for, to power system? So that is really, really, nice for my career development. And not only these, we also can see many impacts into different corners of the power industrial, from data, from control, from markets. So we archive all of these family trees and impact information onto the website that I will show later. If you have additional information, let me know. I will keep on updating the website so that all the information will be included. So Milos, please.
Hi, everyone. My name is Milos, also one of the former Marija students. We decided as well that it would be nice for this occasion to invite a few of her colleagues and friends to say a few words. You already know that you've been invited to record something, but as well, we invited a few to give a short presentation about where they are at right now, what do they do, and what kind of how Marija inspired them and what kind of connections they will have with her. So here are our speakers for today. In the next few minutes, we are going to hear from them. And I would like to first give the floor to Professor Srbijenka Turajlić from University of Belgrade.
Okay, I stopped sharing. Please see if you can share the screen so we can see your slides.
hands up.
Maybe there's something with the voice. So yeah, Professor, can you see if you can check your microphone? Yeah, to see whether.
I should unmute myself.
Okay, perfect. We can hear you now.
Perfect. Okay, now I hope you can all see it. I'm sorry, it took me some time to understand working with two screens. So my name is Bianca Turajlic. I have not been a student of Marija. I'm slightly older than she is. And at this moment, I'm retired for almost 10 years. I'm still working as a manager of industrial control department in one small company in Belgrade, which is very interesting for me, but not particularly interesting for you. My colleagues who are still active at the university, School of Electrical Engineering, have prepared one presentation. I'm going to run rather briefly through it, and then I will try to tell you really something about how it was at the time when we were students. And congratulations to Marija anyway for everything she did after that. Okay, the school was founded in 1948, and I will come back to that year. I think it's very important. So you see the number of employees, teachers, and so on. We consider ourselves to be a very, very renowned school within the region. Maybe some of us or some of them think that they are still renowned around the world. I'm not so sure about it, but nevertheless, we are very, very proud of our school with the statue of Nikola Tesla. You can see it here in front of the faculty. Okay, these are our study models within the school. One I'm particularly interested in is signals and systems. It used to be Department for Automatic Control where we graduated. This is what we have now. And actually, I would like to draw your attention to one thing. In this picture, you have 6 females and 9 males. And this is not because we have any particular gender policy established. This has been like this from the very beginning. Actually, I'm coming from the country where never was really very important, at least at that time, when the school was established, whether you're a male or female. We had a number of female engineers, and Marija is definitely one of them, as you can see. This is what we have as older professors and visiting professors at this moment. And I would like to run through some labs. Process control is a lab I'm particularly proud of because I really founded it. I started it in this new shape with all kinds of real-time control and so on. And I'm really proud that they continue doing it, introducing new and new stuff. This is what process control is doing. I'm not particularly fond of the word Industry 4.0. I think that this is not industry, it is just continuation of what used to be Industry 3.0. And then I'll again come to this a little bit later. Then they're dealing at this point with signal processing, mechatronics and robotics. We had a very young guy, very prosperous, and he's doing some serious thinking about things in robotics at this point. Then we have biomedical engineering, very, very renowned school established by Professor Dejan Popovic, who is a member of Serbian Academy of Science. He is professor in Denmark. He used to be visiting professors in a number of universities within US and Canada, and they're really doing a great job. These are some relevant projects which are developed now. I'm not quite sure why I got them here. Maybe just if anybody is interested to collaborate with.
This is a like big presentation.
You can do it.
Like,
so we can run through it because I don't think this is important. And come back to the personal story. So I told you we were founded in 48. Why I think that this is important? This is important because that was just 6 years after the first book on server system was published. That is basically when the control theory was born, we were founded. 2 years after I was born, 5 years before Marija was born. So in a way, I consider that we were growing up together with the school and together with the field of automatic control. And this is important because when something is really at the beginning, when you have just a meadow with the grass and nothing on it, then you can expect, and that's what happened all around the world actually, that you are going to have a lot of flowers blooming in many different areas. And basically depends on who is the fastest, who has better ideas to do something. Later on, when these ideas are all put on the table, then it depends who is having better water, better things to soil the ground, better opportunity, whatever, and then you only then develop the gardens, which are different. So at the end, you have beautiful gardens, meaning that you can provide some support, not only money, but everything else in terms of number of students, opportunities, and so on, and you have deserts. And I'm glad to just try to draw your attention to the fact that even in the desert, something will grow. Actually, I have to admit I learned this when I was first visiting professor in the United States, at Naval Postgraduate School in Monterey. Number of projects we had due to the funding coming from Navy, cooperation with Stanford Berkeley really helped me to understand why some things can be developed as a gardens and some not. 50s, mid-60s when we started, the reason why I'm actually telling you this, because at that time we were extremely proud. In basically every textbook available at that time, you can find Rakovich filter in electronics. You can find Surutska's antennas in the field of electromagnetic. You can find Mitrinovich inequalities in mathematics, even in Japanese. You can find a number of papers from Professor Stojanovic, who was actually member of the International Telecommunication Unit. You can find Mitrovich's method in stability, the time before computers, if many of you don't remember this time. And he was actually the founder of the Department of Automatic Control. Then we came to mid-60s, beginning of 70s, we had just two professors dealing with control, Professor Tomovic and Professor Rakic. And they developed Belgrade Hand. You still can Google and find it, which was at that time, the first and best robotic hand ever developed. And they were an excellent pair. Professor Tomovic always had the ideas. I will talk about those ideas. I put these 3 dots because of many different ideas in different areas. And Professor Rakic was an extremely capable engineer who was able to develop whatever you tell him or just indicate him that can be developed. So there was this tandem. They were the pillars of the department. Together with them, I added some pictures for Marija to remember. Professor Stojic, Professor Mateuszek, and Professor Jozo Dujmovic, who at that time was dealing with computer engineering and later on moved to computer engineering department when we established it. So that was the time when three of us joined the game, myself, Trajko Petrovic and Srđan Stankovic. We were young assistants. I was not able, Trajko's picture is relatively young. I do have my own younger pictures, but since I didn't have Srđan's, I didn't want to put mine neither. Beginning of 70s. Well, here is Marija enters the scene. That was a very exciting period. Together with Marija, we got a number of people more or less in 2 or 3 generations. I'm apologizing. I didn't have enough time. I was not able to find a digital picture of Vesna and Sloba, but I do hope that Marija will remember them, and I do hope that those pictures, if they don't mean anything to most of you, I do hope that they are going to bring to Marija some nice memories. Why this was exciting? Exciting was because everything was new and we were just at pair with everybody else. Nobody knew much more than we at that time. Our first computer, IBM 1130, great achievement. You want to absolutely imagine how excited we were when we got it. It was a really great machine, a huge improvement. We used punch cards instead of punch paper tape. Punch cards which much more easier to handle. Then at some point we managed to upgrade our computer from 8K memory to 16K. I know that you think that I'm too old now and I'm probably talking nonsense, but I'm not. Believe me, 8K and 6K, well, you are absolutely rich if you have that amount of memory. We had one hard disk, huge one, with 512K capacity. And we were learning what is computer at that time. And that's the reason why, and you can move around Europe and around the States. And some of us went and go. Vesna was first to go to Columbus, Sloba went to MIT, I went to Grenoble, France, Srđan went to Holland. So we were moving around and we can talk the language with everybody else because we were at the same level, more or less, later on, like behind. And then we were lucky to have visiting colleagues. These three were constantly our professors, our colleagues, Yugoslav or Serbian origin, whatever you want to call it, who were coming very often to Belgrade and giving us lecture. And I remember I was just at my master studies when Professor Šiljak spent a semester in Belgrade, and then he came one morning all excited to the class and say, guys, they have invented something which they called controllability. We have to look together to this paper to see what it is. So state space theory was just about came out, adaptive systems, optimal systems, everything was new. Every paper was absolutely an exciting thing, opening some field which you have to look and have to see what's going on. That's where we were lucky. And then we had Professor Tomovic. I already mentioned it. He was interested in robotics. We were doing exoskeleton control on something which was Varian 73, one of the first real-time computers working with punch tapes, but nevertheless it worked. At that time, there was no possibility. You couldn't take measurements and put it in the computer. You would take measurements on an analog graph, and then you will take data point by point and enter it in the computer in order to have some analysis. That was absolutely great. We spent a lot of time doing it. And by doing it, Professor Tomovic who was, I told you, was really a visionary guy type, came one day and say, okay, you're doing this, is very interesting, it's long equations, extreme math, but look at a 3-year-old child. Look when he or she is walking. Do you really think that in their head at that point, they are solving complicated partial differential equations, trying to discover how to make a next move? And he told us, please stop doing this. Try to think logically. In a way, this is something which you can translate today to fuzzy control. Try to think logically, try to do something easier, because what you are doing is not going to be good. And in that way, they opened doors for us. And a number of us went through those doors for a month, 2 year. Some came back. Obviously, I did. Some did not. Obviously, Marija, and I saw a number of our names on the list, so they didn't. And the rest is history, and somebody else can tell this part of history. And thank you for listening. And happy birthday, Marija.
Thank you, Sir Bianca, so much. You know, this is real timeline to a lot of things. I will write and I will follow up with you. It's so good to see you.
Okay. It's so good to see you, Marija. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now it's time for the next speaker. Miloš, do you want to introduce the speaker?
Yeah, it's okay. I think we can just move on. I also want to thank you, Professor Turajlić, for the nice story. And next is Professor Vujić from UC Berkeley. So please, maybe you can share the screen as well.
Okay. Can you see it?
Yeah, thank you.
Great. So Marija, happy birthday, srećan rođendan.
Wow.
I'm so happy to be invited to contribute a little bit, and thank you to organizing committee for inviting me. I would also like to I would also like to thank Professor Bianca Turajlić for giving the walk through memory line. Okay, I'm trying to move my slides. Okay, so I will shrink the part about Belgrade University and School of Electrical Engineering that I also graduated from. I overlapped with Marija for a few years, and I have extremely happy memories about that time. And I would again like to thank Professor Turajlić for going. I was in different part of electrical engineering. I was in engineering physics and nuclear engineering. But I recognize many of the professors that were mentioned and many colleagues that were mentioned. And why I also wanted to start my talk about School of Electrical Engineering in former Yugoslavia is that what we brought, both Marija and myself and many other colleagues, to the rest of the world, we brought it from our roots that go back to this particular school that we all like very much. So Marija got her diploma engineer in electrical engineering in '74 and also master in '77, and then she went on to work at the Institute Mihailo Pupin in Belgrade when many great things happened. I graduated in '77 and then went on to work in Nuclear Science Institute Vinča near Belgrade. And the School of Electrical Engineering had such a great professors and great research that many graduates excel in their careers in research and development, in academia, in research institute, in industry, not only in former Yugoslavia or now Serbia, but all over the world. So this is the school, and this is the Tesla bust on the right. I couldn't find a better picture, but anyway. So just a few words that maybe Srbijanka didn't mention. The teaching in electrical engineering started in 19th century, 1894, and was based on models from France and Germany. Then in 1898, Professor Stevan Marković founded the EE department, and it was as a part of the higher school in Belgrade. Then in 1922, the first generation of electrical engineers graduated from University of Belgrade. And then the rest is history that Professor Turajlić mentioned in details. I would like to mention only one because Marija also had degrees in mathematics, and I was always fond of mathematics and believed that without mathematics, engineers cannot exist. So I am torturing my students here in Berkeley, with mathematics, requesting them to excel in that as well. So this is one of the professors that I had, and I don't know if Marija had him, but he was fantastic.
I had him in 2 classes, Yasmina.
Okay, great. I had one in
Mathematica 1, Mathematica 2, Mathematica 3, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I had special functions with him, and this is the book that I brought with me in '85. So I'm still using it in my lectures, and I can tell you what is the difference between, university professors at that time. I was scared of him. I would never imagine, knocking on his door or interrupting his lecture to ask questions. Never, ever. I don't know about you, but
it's true. Srbijanka wasn't scared.
Okay. So anyway, this is just the statistics that I found on the website, and you see there were more than 700 PhDs coming from this school in some small country and spreading all over the world. I hope when I retire, I can go and find all the names and, get the statistics out. But what I would like to share with you is that many of those came to this country, and long time ago, and it will be 20th anniversary in March, the 3 of us, Dr. Sveta Đurić, Mita Poštić, and myself, founded this alumni organization here in California. And there are a lot of our colleagues in Silicon Valley, probably several hundred or maybe 1,000 working for different companies. And the members were both Professor Šiljak, whom I like very much, and he is a good friend of mine, as well as Professor Jozo Dujmović, who was the president of organization until last year. So what we do, the idea was we have so many graduates of this great school around the world. So let's just, connect them so that we can do some good things. And we did. We gave over 100 stipends and awards to students from electrical engineering department in Belgrade. And we were instrumental also in raising funding over 500K in donations to construct laboratory building, and Srbijanka knows it very well, and then all kind of other donations. And this is just from 2018, the students that receive awards from us from electrical engineering department in Belgrade. We brought many of them here, and some of them continued on with their PhDs. And now a surprise for Marija, I don't know if she remembers our basketball team. She was and has been always active in various sports. And again, I was very active in my high school, in my hometown. But when I moved to Belgrade in '72, I didn't know what I could join. And when I learned about, women's basketball team in School of Electrical Engineering, I joined it. And then we had great competition of all departments in electrical engineering in former Yugoslavia, something called Electriada. So this is '75. We got bronze medal. So you can see Marija and me as very young students at Belgrade University, and now '77, gold medal. So you see how happy we all were at that time. Over the years, Marija decided early on to go and do her PhD in this country. It took me another 7 or 8 years to realize that I should do the same. So I looked up at her and her career through all these years. So she's a brilliant scientist and great educators, and you already talk about her books, awards, and patents. Congratulations on an election in National Academy of Engineering. This is fantastic. And she had more than 50 doctoral dissertation and 50 master theses that she supervised. And again, what I would like to say that we, although our areas don't overlap in a way, but are different. I'm more into nuclear engineering in terms of nuclear reactor designs and nuclear physics, but she is more into dynamics and control of large electrical power systems. But we have the same goal to make electricity production cheaper, more affordable, environment friendly, and all above. We collaborated over the years. We discussed about many issues, but I would like to mention something. In addition to all what she accomplished, she was an outsider coming to the US from a small country. She didn't know anybody. She didn't have connections. She didn't have a group supporting her. So she had to fight through many, many red lines and through various discrimination that I would not like to mention. And she succeeded against all odds. She raised 3 great sons. And I really admire, everything you did in your life. Again, I mentioned that we tried very hard, not only to collaborate here, but also to help out our former, country. We often discuss and try to link with the ministries of energy and so on, but sometimes it was successful, most cases it was not. Another nice anecdote, so this is Nikola Tesla, and this is what he's had to say more than 100 years ago. The present is theirs, the future for which I really worked is mine. So this is National Academy of Engineering. I didn't know that you have been elected, but this is a small criticism. So in 1999, they surveyed 10,000 engineers and all of their members regarding the greatest engineering achievements of 20th century. So it was the list that was announced by Neil Armstrong on behalf of National Academy of Engineering, and it was in February of 2000. And in his presentation, he even joked that his astronomical feat did not even rank among the 10 engineering achievements. So these are the engineering achievements, and electrification was #1, and radio and television were #6. When I went to the website, which is listed on the top, they didn't even mention contributions of Nikola Tesla. So I shoot email immediately and said, you guys, what you are doing? I got emailed back, well, his achievements were in 19th century and not relevant for 20th century. So we had argument and they finally included, and you can go and see it. So with that in mind, in 2000, I organized a freshman course on Tesla after asking students, and nobody knew who this guy was. So in 1999, there was a textbook that came out, but Margaret Cheney and Robert Hute, Tesla Master of Flighting. I used it as a textbook, invited many prominent scholars to give lectures, including Marija. I said, yes, of course. So she talked about today's electrification with Tesla AC generators. She mentioned both DC and AC, the contribution of distributed type of electricity sources. So I do hope that her work on more efficient, affordable, and environment-friendly electricity production and distribution will continue. It is extremely important. This is what was said about Tesla's work more than 100 years ago, and I hope that Marija will continue her work and fulfill Tesla's dreams of free energy for all. So Marija, thank you very much for great friendship for almost 50 years. So thank you very much and happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Yasmina. Do you remember when we spent the night in Stanford in the same room, watching the whole night and talking?
Yep,
yeah, I will never forget that. Thank you.
Yeah, I found when I moved to Michigan to do my PhD studies, I found you in Illinois. And you remember I took my family and daughters, so we drove to, visit you and all of that. So over many years, because we are on the opposite part of this country, but I did visit you at Boston and you did visit me at Berkeley. And I tried to get you to come to Berkeley as a faculty, you remember?
I remember that too. Yeah, I have to give an explanation. Coming from Serbia, East Coast was closer to home, whatever that meant.
Yeah,
that
I do remember, yes.
Time, so thank you.
Yes.
So thank you, Yasmina, and many, many nice years to you also with your grandchildren. I don't have grandchildren, but you should enjoy them. Yeah. Thank you.
Unfortunately, I have to leave in 10 minutes because I have classes and meetings and so on. But once again, let's continue this friendship for another 50 years if we can.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, thank you. So now we have our third speaker. Yeah, so this is Professor Andrea Saik. Yeah, he made a recording and asked us to play. So now I will play the recording.
Andrea Šarić.
This is Andrea Savic, and I am a professor for power systems at the Faculty of Technical Science of University of Novi Sad in Serbia. I want to say a few words at this special event about our Department of Power, Electronics, and Telecommunication Engineering, because Marija supports us in education, research, and development for many than 30 years. Marija is a very important part of our history. The story about the department is the same time story about education in power system topics in Serbia. Serbia is located in Southeast Europe in the Western Balkans Peninsula. However, Serbia is a state of former Yugoslavia. Serbia has done more than 7 million citizens, and the capital is Belgrade with population of more than 1.5 million. Marija was born and educated in primary and high schools in the city of Zaječar in east of Serbia. On this map, you can see 3 important cities for this presentation: Zaječar, Belgrade as largest and capital city, and Novi Sad, in which is located my university. Serbia has a very long history in electrical engineering. Nikola Tesla and Mikhailo Pupin are originally from former Yugoslavia and Serbia. Main faculty for education in electrical engineering is School of Electrical Engineering in Belgrade. My note is that Marija was graduated there. The second largest institution in Serbia is the Faculty of Technical Science in Novi Sad. Also, there are other faculties located in Niš, Čačak, Kosovo, and other cities. Novi Sad is capital of Northern Serbia province of Vojvodina. This is very beautiful city, which is illustrated with several photos on the right of this and next slides. Novi Sad is second largest city in Serbia with a population of about 450,000 people. In Novi Sad is located the largest Austro-Hungarian fortress on the Danube River. Novi Sad will be European capital of culture for the year 2022. You are welcome to visit us and introduce our very interesting city. University of Novi Sad is second largest university in the country with 14 faculties located in 4 cities around the Vojvodina province: Novi Sad, Subotica, Sombor, and Zrenjanin. We have 50,000 undergraduate students, about 5,500 graduate students, and about 5,000 academic staff. University campus is very beautiful and located so close to city center, fortress, and Danube River. Faculty of Technical Science is the largest faculty of the University of Novi Sad. It was founded in 1960 as Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Faculties accredited for conducting educational activities on the 90 study programs in Serbian and English languages. The faculty comprises development and 3TT research centers with over 14,000 students. My department of Power, Electronics, Telecommunication Engineering play a leading role in the technological development of Vojvodina and Serbia by educating highly competent engineers and researchers. The department provides a new fundamental and applied knowledge in the field of electrical engineering and information technology under highest European standards. We have 6 chairs: Power Engineering and Applied Software Engineering, Power Electronics and Converters, Electronics, Telecommunications and Signal Processing, Electrical Measurement, and Theoretical Electrical Engineering. Today, we have around 200 employees, more than 100 teachers with PhD undergraduate academic studies in power engineering systems, power electronics and electrical machines, microcomputer electronics, communication technologies and signal processing, instrumentation and measurements, applied software engineering, and measurement and regulation. We offer study programs for master's academic studies in power electronics and telecommunication engineering, applied software engineering, measurement and regulation. Similar programs we have for the PhD studies. Very proud with new Space Science Technology Park. Science Technology Park is a research and development hub located on the university campus with 30,000 square meters of space. 10,000 square meters is for higher education at Faculty of Technical Science, and 30,000 square meters are available to companies, scientific institutions, and startup companies. We have a long history of education in power engineering in former Yugoslavia and Serbia. Several famous names in first generation of professors are Slobodan Despotović, Gojko Muždeka, Tajko Tomović, Petar Kokotović, Slobodan Čuk, Stanoje Bingulac, Milan Čalović, Jovan Nachman, and many others. The following generation of worldwide professors are Miroslav Begović, Mladen Kezunović, Dušan Borović, Jovica Milanović, Alex Stanković, brothers Viktor and Demir Levi, Vladimir Terzija, Nikola Rajaković, Vladimir Strezovski, Dragan Popović, and many others. Marija connects many generations of Serbian researchers and scientists. Together with education of students, we perform research and industry implementation of the distribution management system in the last 40 years. Our company, BMS Group, grew up rapidly in this period. Today, this company is part of Schneider Electric company from France as Schneider Electric BMS with about 1,500 employees. Today, we have a full synergy of university, faculty, and industry. Interestingly, all workspaces are located in circles around 1 kilometer. Today, we have projects in many countries worldwide on all continents. Our most important projects in North America are illustrated here and in the rest of the world. And finally, maybe the most interesting part of for you is this short description of our products. Our advanced distribution management system is fully integrated smart control system, integrating six components into a sync platform: SCADA, distribution management system, energy management system, network operations power control system, and distribution energy resource management system. For all components, you have a short description here. Our ADMS solution has the richest set of power applications divided into following groups: network operation and control functions, network operations planning and optimization, network operation analysis, network development planning, and training. If you need more information about particular functions, please contact me. Thank you for your attention. Marija, many thanks and happy birthday.
Hvala, Andrea. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you,
Novi Sad is
Andrea.
beautiful. Everybody should go there. It's a beautiful city.
You are welcome always.
This is for our Serbian people. They really have the best burek.
Oh, yes, of course.
I almost made myself sick on burek. You guys, B-U-R-E-K, you have to learn about it. And also to advertise, I don't know how many people have seen, there is a new movie called Burek. It's in English. You should see it. It is, everybody should see it. My sister Rada gave me, and I just couldn't stop enjoying it. So Novi Sad is special. And then the little restaurants next to Danube, and it's a special place. Thank you. Thank you, Andrea, very much.
Thank you, Maria, for everything.
Hvala.
All right, thank you. Milos, can you introduce the next speaker?
Thank you, Professor Saric, for the nice talk. The next would be Professors Ferdinand and Andrej Gubina from University of Ljubljana. Professors, you can share the screen and unmute.
Okay, thank you very much. So sharing my screen. And one more. Okay, so Maria, dear guests, I'm honored to be able to go first and speak today in honor of Marija Ilić's 7th birthday. I would like to say a few words of what it meant and how it felt to become a member of her MIT family during the years of 2000 and 2001. So first about myself, I come from University of Ljubljana, Faculty of Electrical Engineering. and it's in Slovenia. This is the country that has only one island, and it's in a lake. Ljubljana has a nice castle, we have high Alps, and we feel love. So how did it all begin? It began with a scholarship, and Marija was kind enough to invite me over to come to MIT. And actually, this is where it all began. So coming to America, to the MIT. So with the Boston and duck tours, everything is in the shape of ducks, and we thought it was going to be a walk in a park, just dancing on the lawn in front of the great dome. When the first day I appear in suit and tie, and I learned the hard truth that the appearances didn't matter that much at Marija's place. So only hard work and ideas counted. And her famous quote was, "Move your brain." Huh? So there was a team of roughly 20 people, graduate students, PhD, masters, and we were working on top theoretical problems applied in industry. And it was an exhilarating place where ideas would flow and everything would be really, really exciting. So the Energy Lab family of Marija's, there was Peter, I worked with him the most, Phil, then Bruce, Punseng, Santosh. There was a host with Jason, Jose from Argentina, Elena from Italy, and myself. And there were many others whom I don't have photos, unfortunately. I did take many photos, but this was the time before digital. So we captured what we could. So there was always a queue in front of Marija's office. You had to get in line to get her feedback because there were so many others and working day and night. So our friend was Boston coffee. It was always freshly brewed. Here's Jose and Charles discussing. We had a coffee machine that was always ready. And this was not a rare sight because one had to take a break now and then. So eLab, the view from our little view from the visitor's office. So this is what we transformed it, filled the cabinets and cupboards and shelves, and did the work day and night. And here we worked on, with Marija and Punseng and Peter, worked on bit-based stochastic model for electricity prices. It ended up as what I heard the most downloaded Energy Lab working paper, where we looked at the bit-based stochastic model for price, and we had to open it as an onion, layer by layer, and drilling everything down until it worked. So the team also socialized here with Bruce and Jose and Phil. We had discussions on theory, on content, but also socially. We socialized and had fun also outside. So sometimes here you can see also Jill and Ken and Jason. We were celebrating Elena's birthday and some of our other friends. Here, then suddenly the year was over and it was time to leave MIT and the beautiful colors of Boston. So first back to University of Ljubljana to finish my PhD, then a few years to Holding Slovenske elektrarne, the power producer in the sales and trading division when we were applying the knowledge that I gained in the US. Then University College Dublin, where here it's really, I really learned what Marija's word, how much Marija's word counts, because of all the letters of resumes, her word was the one that got me in UCD. And now also Technical University of Graz, where I part-time have teach a course. So to learn from the best was the way to be successful in this. So learning from Marija how to organize a cross-disciplinary team, how to solve practical problems, how to get European industrial funding, how to motivate students, how to motivate researchers. So the team after 2005, when I took over, until now it grew to 11 research staff. And we are at the moment we feel like a family. I'm trying to really recreate this feeling that we got, that I first felt in Marija's team when we got international researchers together and felt like a team. We're trying to stay in touch. In 2010, my team came with so I brought some students with me to visit Marija in 2010. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, and here Chris was taking us around the city a little bit. We last met with Marija in Atlanta in 2019, and in between we met sporadically at every general meeting of IEEE. But we stayed in touch also with the rest of the family. So with Jose in Boston, 2010, New York City, with Peter, with Bruce in Boston, 2012, and last with Elena when she came as a visiting lecturer to Ljubljana. So
I'm happy that we were able to organize something together and tape this little family get-together for your birthday. So I'd like to introduce you. This is my wife Barbara, and our daughter Živa and her Jerne, and this is Yuli of 9 months. Hello.
Oh, you're so beautiful.
So, we're spending some quality time here with family and playing with grandkids and children. So I'm really happy that I was part of your team in the year 2000 and 2001, and really happy birthday. I wish you all the best. Thank you, Marija.
Andrea, so many wonderful memories you brought about eLab.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eLab, you know, somehow you said before digitalization, there were not that many pictures. You got some, I don't have many, but really, you know, thank you so much. This is Ozge, yeah, hi Ozge. So yeah. I can't thank you enough for putting all this together with Peter and Jose and, you know, Phil and everybody and Ponseng. So it's just wonderful. I just want to say one thing that I really miss not seeing your dad anymore, but he's...
Marija, I'm not done yet. I'm sorry.
Oh,
because here, I wanted to say one thing.
I wanted to really see him. Okay.
And now here's my dad, and he also wants to say a few words. So please, Dad, go ahead.
Please.
Yes.
That is how
it's been a long time since we have been together, and I'm so happy to see you again. And I wish you a happy birthday. But we're talking about 70. If I look at you, it must be something wrong, because I would say about something over 50. And I know why. When we went to some conferences, you know, you had a swarm of students around you, and it's hard to see you like in the honeybee. And that helped you apparently to lose a lot of years and make you much younger. And I wish that you, apparently you avoided the Corona-19. So I wish that you stay healthy and enjoy your life further. And if there is a possibility to have more contacts with young guys, that's young students, that's really reviving. And because young the students don't know what's difficult and what's heavy. They just solve the problems. And what I admire you, that you always address practical problems, how to solve practical problems. And that's one of the things which really makes you happy and in life and so on.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much, Ferdinand. I have to take 1 second just to say something. So it was a year that I don't remember, but I was invited. I had my second child and I was very busy. And this is for my female former students who have children now and struggle. I flew from Boston to West Perth. Probably some of you don't know where that is. You go to Sydney and then fly over Australia to the end of the world. The last point is West Perth.
Yes.
And so I flew in a day and a half in the West Perth, and I ran into Ferdinand. And I was invited to give some keynote talk at PowerTech. And so who knows what I talked, because I didn't sleep much. So I finished the talk. And then Ferdinand said, let's just go outside, because the same evening I was supposed to turn back and go back to Boston because there were young kids waiting for me at home.
Yes.
And you know what we did? I will never forget that, Ferdinand. You said, let's walk through the sea. And I said, what do you mean? I don't swim. In West Perth, they have this very shallow sandland where you can walk for like 2-3 miles into the big sea and come back. I will never forget that.
To an island, no?
Island. I will never forget that. So
that was
I
wonderful.
made it, and then I got back on the plane and I'm back in Boston. So that was at the time the pace. So maybe that pace kept us going, but you look great, and I was afraid that I could not say hello now, but I very much appreciate. I think for people who don't know, Ferdinand was really the founding father there in power systems in University of Ljubljana in Slovenia, and we've known each other for many, many years. And one nice thing I want to say is that Ferdinand and late Milan Čalović, who passed recently at Belgrade, they were sort of the glue for SIGRE, for power systems, so that they kept former Yugoslavia still together even at the time. I think even after, you know, the political problems started, there was always this glue through some leading people like you, Ferdinand, and Milan, and we lost him recently. So I want to just pause for a minute, and for people who've known him, just say how much we dearly miss him. Andrea talked about him and his contributions in also Belgrade and Novi Sad, but I think you guys played such a tremendous role in putting, you know, our research in power area on the sort of at least European map with SIGRE, and our researchers played very important role because of that. Thank you for everything, Ferdinand. Yeah.
Thank you very much, and enjoy your life further. I hope, as some guys say, I wish you 100 years and 3 months. Why 3 months? You know, if you have some problems, you have to solve them to how to continue.
Likewise, likewise.
Right. So from the presentation and talks about, we can see what Marija did and achieved. So yeah, the next talk will be coming from Professor Ho from University of Hong Kong. Yeah, he's a new generation, and this can show how much Marija had an impact worldwide. So Professor Ho, do you mind to share your screen or show your camera?
Okay, I already opened my camera. Marija, hey, happy birthday. I can share my screen, but to be honest, I just realized that I have to give a talk. So I just prepare a couple of pages of slides. I share my screen.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, happy birthday, Marija. Okay, I think I share my screen. This is Yunhe Hou from the University of Hong Kong. It's my great honor to say something. Actually, I don't have the honor to be Maria's research student. Okay, when I was young, I'm not so work hard, so I don't have chance to work with Maria. But when I was teaching, when I started teaching in the University of Hong Kong, I visited MIT in 2010, I think. So during that time, I had the honor to work with Maria for about half a year. Yeah, that is an exciting experience for me, and I will never forget. Okay, I have evidence. Actually, I also a paper with Maria. Okay, so I always remember the time that Maria spent with me at Leeds in the Start Center. We work very late. I remember when we prepare this paper, work with one of your students, another student, Qixin Liu. Yeah, it's a whole night. Because Qixin called me say, "Oh, my boss want to discuss with us." So we start from. I remember we start from 9 a.m. I think this should be a short discussion. Maybe at noon should be okay. But our discussion until I remember 3 a.m. Okay, until 3 a.m. Then we finish this work, and when we finish this discussion, Maria said, "Okay, we can continue this discussion tomorrow. We can start. How about we start from 9 a.m. again?" Okay, so I always remember. I learn a lot from your work, and so actually this is for the theoretical frequency control. Currently, some of my students are still working in this area. After I back to Hong Kong, actually Maria keeps giving me guide and support for my research and career. Her knowledge and in-depth innovation thinking always encourage me, especially her passion for work always inspire me. I always remember from 9 a.m. 9 a.m. until 3 a.m. with discussion. Especially, I remember another thing when I left MIT. You told me I should seek for big ideas instead of big money. I am trying my best, but unfortunately, so far, I neither contribute big idea nor generate big money. I'm still working hard to maybe can find some big idea. If cannot find a big idea, then big money still good for me. Okay. So now is the 10th year after I back to Hong Kong. After I back to Hong Kong, I already graduate 9 PhD students, and now I have 12 PhD students in my group. We are trying to follow the road that Maria enlightened to us. Today is very special. I'm in Hong Kong now. Today is the Chinese New Year. Now is the first day of the Ox year. Ox means in China, Ox means health, happy, and full of energy. Actually, Ox year just start, let me see, start 3 hours. Okay, just start 3 hours. So I wish in this special day, I wish Maria always health, safe, and full of energy, and never retire. Okay, never retire is good for students, especially for the young people, especially for the young people like me. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Junke. I think I should just mention that we have one very dear special friend in common, Felix Wu.
Yeah.
You worked with, and I didn't want to bother him, but he's somewhere off retiring and retired and having a lot of fun. But I just wanted to mention one thing quickly, because we can in your faculty also you have Dave Hill, two very dear friends. You'll see from my photos that I have photos with both of them. But Felix, here is the story. It has never been, it wasn't very easy for me as a woman at the beginning. So I went to my first IEEE meeting Power Systems. I think it was New York City, one of those winter meetings where everything is gray. You can't see the sky through the high-rising buildings in New York. And I went to different sessions, and the time came for dinner, and I did not know anybody. So I went to this little hotel where I was staying, and I sat down and I ordered something, and this man shows up and says, "May I join you?" And that was Felix Wu. Felix Wu was the first guy who ever welcomed me to the Power System community. He has always been an unbelievable driving force. You know, my role model, and Yunhei, I think you had the privilege of being with him for a very long time there in Hong Kong. And so it really is a privilege to, and I miss him, but he's somewhere retired, and he said, "Oh, I'm not active in the field anymore. I don't really have much to say." So that was his response now, because we were going to do this much more technical workshop. And then he said, "I'm not working too much." And but I just want to say that my literally first ever dinner with any professional engineer in power engineering, when I went to the IEEE meeting, was with Felix. So I'm always grateful for that. And thank you, Yunhei. I will wish you everything that's in Ox. Happy New Year, and we'll keep in touch. Okay.
Keep in touch. Yeah. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So thank you so much, Professor Ho. So finally, to conclude the first session, I would like to play the video from Professor Wladimir Tzija. He is the editor-in-chief of International Journal on Electrical Power and Energy System. So now I'm going to share my screen, and I also see him online. So if there's any comment, we can talk more right after the play.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary.
Oh, sorry. Let me check the video on my computer. Let me play it again with another player. Let me check it again.
Professors, me and
okay, I'm sorry. So I apologize. So I will do a quick technology fix of this one. So, and I will play it in the second half of the session. So yeah, how about we move to the next one? Professor Le Xie, who will give a special announcement, and I will fix the video very soon. Thank you.
Okay, so happy birthday, Maria, and happy New Year to a lot of us who celebrate the Lunar New Year. It's such a exhilarating and inspiring event so far. I'm just fascinated by all the stories and anecdotes that we have heard about, and it goes generation by generation. So Maria, I remember once you said you're an incredibly long runner, and the fact that you see this multi-generation of friends and researchers and colleagues is indeed a great testament of your many years of dedication to us and to the field of energy and power systems. As we are using this special occasion to gather and reconnect through this Maria's birthday, a group of us have got together and thinking, what would be a good way to honor Maria at this juncture, not only to her contribution to us, but also to her contribution to the broader field of energy and power systems, and also to inspire many new generations of students to come who might join this effort. And I'm very pleased to report that thanks to the initial enthusiasm of a few generous alum friends of Maria's former students, we are making the plan to establish a fellowship at Carnegie Mellon University, where Maria spent more than 15 years as a professor, to establish a fellowship in her honor, which will be used to award students who are pursuing excellent work in the area of energy and power systems. And here I would like to particularly thank a group of very enthusiastic initial alumni who have generously provided the very important initial donor. And they are Asaf Zobian, Huiwei Liao, Jose Ars, Jeff Chapman, and Peter Skanze. Just, their generous support have really, made us, already very far ahead in this goal of raising $100,000 to set up a fellowship in Maria's honor at Carnegie Mellon University. And I think Asaf, you're also on the line. I would like to also turn the podium to Asaf so that he could say a few words on behalf of the initial donors, and also any words you would wish to speak now, please.
Good afternoon, Maria and everyone. Thanks very much, Professor Shea, for the introduction and for all your help. I'm Asaf Zobian, and I'm also one of Maria's former students. First, I'd like to start by wishing you, Maria, happy birthday. Best wishes for good health, happiness today and all days. It's good to see so many familiar faces and hear you. I know it has been a long time since we talked, and I'm sorry I didn't keep in touch, we didn't stay in touch. But I'm really honored and privileged to be part of this group, Maria's former students and current colleagues. I believe all of us in this group owe part of our success and knowledge to Maria. We owe you a lot. I myself learned a lot from you, how to be a good and caring character and researcher and scientist, and to focus on the important things in life. I believe your work had major impact on the deregulated electric power sector in the US and in the world. It helped shape regulatory policies, improve the operation of electric power markets and systems, and I'm sure your influence will live out through your students. So when I first heard about this idea from Professor Shea and the organizing committee, I was excited, thrilled to endow a graduate student fellowship at Carnegie Mellon University in your honor, Maria. I was very excited to participate as well, and to hear that you're going to present this gift on this remarkable day, celebrating your 70th birthday. It's a small and nice gesture to pay you back part of what we owe you. And it fits perfectly with your personality and character and work history in helping and funding graduate students throughout your career, and continue that tradition even after you leave CMU. And if I know you very well, Maria, I think you're gonna stay and keep going at the same speed, enthusiasm, and hard work as always, as when I was your graduate student 30 years ago. It's been great working with you, and I'm very happy for all your achievements. Congratulations on the amazing achievements. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be your student and to be part of this group. And thank you all again, especially for those who helped and will help making this gift a reality. Thank you very much.
Thank you both, Le and Asaf. This is really touching me. It came as a surprise, and I am a little bit speechless, I have to say. I talk a lot, but right now I don't know what to say. I haven't connected with you, Asaf, for a long time. And the names I heard, I think all of you guys, that if I got the names right, you all have been extremely successful. I think I forgot who was talking. Oh, Yunhe was talking about either being successful in deep science or in making money. I think several of you, and that really was not my intent. several of you have actually become very rich, independently rich. And I don't know how that happened because, but I did ask Jose Arce. I remember you mentioned Jose is here and maybe we'll hear from him later, but Jose basically told me that 1 year for Citadel, when he was working on flow gates and trading flow gates, he made 40 million for Citadel and he can retire now. And that was must have been 15 years ago. And I looked at myself and say, oh, my former associates are retiring. What am I doing? So anyway, I want to say one more thing, so please don't misunderstand me. I don't think that the two preclude each other. The making money and being, very, very deep in your work, because I know all of you, you can't make money in this community just by going around and just doing what everybody else is doing. I'm quite familiar with some of the things that you guys are doing. And I'm so proud of all of you, like Peter, Asef, Huawei,
and Jeff Chapman.
Just to mention, as long as you are talking, Asef, that it goes back when you were, you just came from Lebanon. Lebanon was going through hard times, and Dr. Yehia was recommended you very strongly. You came to MIT and he was visiting. The first project we did, this was unbelievable. It was how would one reconstruct electric power grid in Beirut after the war destruction. And I heard later that Premier Hariri, no, what's his name? Hariri. Premier Hariri took recommendations from our project, from our little project, over the recommendations that were made by Electricité de France. And this was, you are looking at the guy who did it, mainly, and Richard Tabors, Asef, myself, Dr. Yehia, we worked instrumental in this. And if you look at that little report, it actually teaches you, even after so many years, how you rethink many things in power systems. But it was just for people like young, talented people like you, Asef. You brought your, software skills and a lot of hard work, habits, and it paid off. You're extremely successful. So I agree with you guys that it's very nice to share a little bit, to put a little bit of what you have into your into new grad students. Huawei, you are here too, right? Yeah, so Huawei is a different person. We have a long history, and I think I should not perturb the agenda.
Hi, yeah, I'm here.
Hi, but I want to say that he's an example of the guy that I didn't think that he would make money, because he always was caring about equations, theorems, and probabilistic theorems. You remember what you were doing with Sarosh? I inherited Huawei because Huawei was, Sarosh decided to retire and disappeared the following day. So Huawei and I had privilege to finish together. So you are beautiful example of, thinking and making things into money. And I see you, Peter, also. You are just, I have to go at the end when I have opportunity to talk, but if we don't have time, I want to make sure that I mention this. In the basement, we have a finished basement in the house. In the basement of the house, there is this chair, like the chair that I'm sitting in, which is purple. Purple chair that Peter gave me as a gift when he finished his PhD. And he said, if MIT is not going to give you a chair, here is the chair.
God, I almost forgot about that. Yes.
Yes. So I was going to go downstairs. I was trying to carry it up. It was too heavy. But anyway, Peter, it goes so many wonderful memories. It's really good to see you being so successful. And can't tell you how much I appreciate. I said I won't talk much, but I really am speechless, because this means a lot for some young people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, Maria. Yeah.
Thank you. And also I want to say that the initial donors, they are so generous that we have already raised more than 60% of the goal of $100,000, already 60%. So thank you for the initial donors, but we are still kind of somewhere between 40% to go. So I would really appreciate all of us, friends, colleagues, and family members of Maria's to consider some level of support. I think it's not the money amount that really counts. I think it is really the return and the contribution and our gesture to thank Marija that really, I think, would count and I think would carry on. And we're glad that CMU also likes the idea and will, this name of Marija Ilić Fellowship will continue on for the decades to come. So I think this is a great idea to celebrate your birthday and honor you, Marija.
Look, just let me say one more thing because it's important. Here is Jose. Here is the guy who retired prematurely. So because he was so rich. Anyway.
I didn't retire.
You're not retiring, but
I'm still training.
Anyway, I just want to say one thing. This I may not have a chance to say later, but it's been one of the bothersome things for years, and some of you know. The top universities in the US have given up on really a sort of real commitment to electric power systems. It's viewed as an area where, everything was discovered with Tesla and nothing much was happening afterwards. And, there are huge opportunities for applying machine learning, AI, control systems, financial things, everything. And that is actually this is all what we've been doing since, the days at all the schools that I've been at. I've been trying as a sort of an isolated effort to nurture that school of thinking, because this is how I was educated by Zaborski, that there is something really there that society needs. And I spent 15 years at CMU. And I founded this electric energy systems group that was really, the intent was that exactly to nurture that multidisciplinary way of thinking. And before that, we did in MIT Energy Lab, as Andrea was talking, we did quite a bit about, electricity markets. We were really ahead of our time, like Peter's PhD thesis on speculation, hedging, and bidding in electricity markets, even today, is ahead of its time. I went like 10 years after that one to some brainstorming. National Academy of Engineering had the brainstorming of what should be the open problems in power systems in general. And there was somebody really high up whose name I forgot, who said in front of all the colleagues that they were using literally what Peter and Andrea have done in their work, those model predictions for pricing, they were using in JP Morgan for years. And my colleagues who just think of me as, doing voltage control and so forth, they turn around and said, oh, you've done that too. So anyway, I think that it is very hard. And some of you who are in academia, you see that all the time. It's very hard to make really the case that these fields should be nurtured in addition to other fields at top universities. So I think it's very symbolic that you decided to give it to CMU, because CMU is top school at which there is a lot of software. You can do magic, you've given money, but you can also connect with those people and sort of shape what work should be done under those fellowships and so forth. I would like to see at least one top school in the US really truly committed to modern electric power systems and to graduate program in particular. And so please consider this, that's how I'm thinking about now in real time, that it's going to give a little bit of help to really making the point that this is needed, and there are huge opportunities. There are societal needs, and it's not just doing something that already everybody knows how to do it. It's a complex systems, and you need to link them with a lot of stuff, with systems thinking, with finances, with control, with computations, and that is not well recognized. So look, as you guys define these fellowships, and so I think we should work towards actually defining it. What is the actual purpose is not to build a transformer, because a lot of people know how to build transformers. It is really to nurture the thinking that we have started, but I think it's very much needed to be formalized and recognized by top schools. And I may be biased on this, but I've been bothered by this for a long time. So I just wanted to say that. And when Jasmina Vujic said something that, you are on the side, you're not in the mainstream when you're in power systems at top universities, and it's affecting many people's careers. But that's why I was wondering about the chair that Peter gave me. We had life of our time, but so I just got a chair from my student, former student. I'll never forget that, Peter. Thank you. So let me stop here. I'm very touched, and I hope that this gets used in the right purposes.
So yeah, thank you. I think, Maria, you put it very well. We are this special, how should we say, a tribe that really carries some unique way of thinking. And as we continue this journey, we definitely would like to inspire more younger generation of leaders who would come and shape this area. So again, we are more than halfway. We are more than halfway to complete this fellowship, which it's remarkable. Thanks for the initial donors. But I've already got already got some chat messages about getting excited and see how to contribute. The answer is very simple. You'll be expecting an email from us, and we'll send you all the details about how to contribute. And all your contribution, large or small, are equally and greatly appreciated. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for all the donors. Yeah, now we are going to conclude the last part with the guitar player. So now let me share the screen. Yeah, and I would like to thank Professor Vladimir Terziga for this nice song. I will play it now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marija. Happy birthday
to you.
Thank you very much.
Warm greetings from Belgrade, Serbia, where I am now. I am very happy to be in this position to say happy birthday, Marija. I'm very happy to know that we have such a professor, such an educator and friend as well. Do you remember, it was in the 90s, I happened to be in Boston. I gave a lecture at MIT. George Verghese, Professor George Verghese, invited me, and after that, I had such a good lunch. Do you remember that this was one of the very best roasted salmons I ever had in my life?
Legal seafood.
The restaurant was
legal seafood.
MIT and Harvard, if I remember. So, Maria, thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
We admired your style. We admired your charm. We had to work on very complex problems, which you gave us as tasks. But you are still inspiring me in the context of the way how you're treated the entire engineering community. Maria, thank you very much. I'm now on my way to Moscow to move to work as a full professor at Skoltech.
I heard that.
And you know that Skoltech works together with the MIT.
Yes, yes, we should talk again, yes.
Anyway, happy birthday to you, Maria, and be healthy, keep safe. Greetings to all of you. Bye-bye.
Voilà. Yeah.
All right. Stop recording.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, the star is also online. Do you want to make some comment? Yeah,
oh, yes, of course. Maria, what happened? I woke up and I saw in my agenda, firstly, happy birthday to you. It's a privilege to be today with all of you, and I'm so very happy. Again, as I said, I'm in Belgrade. I was so happy to learn so many things about Belgrade, about respected professors. Let me just mention Professor Chalovic. And today in the morning, I woke up and I have realized, oh, I haven't done my recording. I remember I was given 1 to 4 minutes, something like that. You know, when you wake up, your voice is very deep. When I was listening that, it was like Lee Marvin singing a song, I was born in song. Anyway, it would be much more better if I would do that online now. But anyway, I'll not repeat it. Let me just say something. So you have moved to United States, and you belong to those pioneers who went over. And then you created a phenomenal career. And I must tell you, at the time when I was with the University of Belgrade, where I got all my degrees, just the fact that we have Marija Ilić, which at that time when I was a student of my respected professors who are now online, like Professor Torajlić, like Mijušković, and maybe I'll miss somebody, and I also respect Professor Gubina. At that time, there was a hope. There was a message. It is possible. This mission is not impossible. I also know that you work on very complex, large-scale problems. I was focused on power system protection, maybe on protection of a single element. So it was just a single thing compared to your massive problems. But when I moved for the very first time to the United States to winter meeting, as you nicely described, with the gray sky, then I met you, and I have realized that you're like my classmate. Probably because of your nature, it was a phenomenal thing, and I really enjoyed a lot. And you should know that these are many things which we will continue talking about, particularly age 70. It's really phenomenal, particularly with the level of your achievement and with many things which should be done in the rest of 30 years and 3 months. And as Fedo defined nicely. Thank you very much indeed. And thanks to organizer for organizing this lovely event.
Vladimir, good luck in Skolkovo and in Russia, and let's keep in touch.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
I have a lot of friends there, so we will connect.
Yes, definitely. Fedo, greetings.
I want to just say one thing. I have some photos at the end, and it might pass without looking, but I have a beautiful couple of photos with Professor Venikov at the PSS meeting. So I want to share those with you because there are too many photos there and you may miss that, but I will send you those too. And please give him my greetings. For those who don't know, Professor Venikov was the founding father of power systems engineering in Moscow there, and I think you'll have a lot of fun working with those people, and best of luck.
Thank you very much. Right now I'm learning Russian language. Не понимаем русский, люблю русский язык. I don't understand Russian, but I love Russian language. Thank
That's
you.
great. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, I would like to thank all the speakers. So now we are officially go to the main part of the second session. Yeah, so this is really coming from the friends and students, yeah, who will say so many nice words to Marija, nice stories to share. There are many magic shows that you will observe. I just want to spend a minute to thank the student Zhi Ma. Yeah, he spent so much time to make this movie to happen. Yeah, all the committee members appreciate his help. So Tom, can you share your screen and play the movie now?
Yes, I can do that. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you?
Yes.
Can you hear the sound?
Yeah.
Great.
Happy birthday, Marija. This is Paul Hines. It's a pleasure to be able to greet you on this special day. I really appreciate all that you've done for so many students, including myself, and hope that you have a great day.
Hi, Marija. Happy birthday. It's been an honor to work with you, and you inspire me in so many ways. I hope you have an incredible day and celebrate how much you've accomplished. please.
Happy birthday, Maria. We are in the same city, and I'm looking forward to getting together with you in the post-COVID times, maybe for 2021. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Maria. Thank you for getting me started on my academic career. You advised my master's degree back in 2001, and you showed me the benefits of academia. I went on for my PhD. I'm now a tenured professor at University of Washington, and also working at Amazon on the side. All thanks to you getting me started on this wonderful career path. So thank you very much and happy birthday.
Hey Maria, I hope you are doing great. Greetings from Miami. Wish you a happy and healthy birthday.
Hi Maria, happy birthday to you. Thank you so much for all the help and support that you have given to me over all these years. It was great working with you when we were editing our Springer book back in 2012. That was a great experience. Thank you so much for all the great interactions that we have had since then. Thanks also for the tremendous and continuing support that you keep on showing for the power engineering community, especially the younger power engineers. So we wholeheartedly thank you for all that love that you show to us. And I look forward to interacting with you and working more with you in the coming years. And have a great birthday again. Happy birthday. Thank you.
Hi Maria, here is E. Such a long time we not see each other. I'm now currently in California, Bay Area. And happy birthday! Happy birthday to Maria!
Hey Maria, happy birthday. I just wanted to let you know that I've always appreciated your great mentorship and your friendship, and I hope that you have a great day. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Maria. Yes, this is Marcelo Elizondo. I was your student about 18 years ago at Carnegie Mellon as a visitor, so quite a while. I still always appreciate what I learned from you when I was your student, and I always enjoy seeing you at conferences and have a short chat with you. So happy birthday, Maria.
I'm just kidding. Happy birthday. Thank you for everything you did during my end year. I hope that the day is going great.
Good afternoon from Washington, D.C. My name is Eric Shea, and I'm the Director for Grid Components and Systems at the Department of Energy, where I oversee a $60 million research portfolio for grid hardware technologies, including power electronics, robotics, and energy storage. I wouldn't be here today were it not for Maria. Almost 20 years ago, I was an undergraduate at MIT with more attitude than direction. Maria took me into her lab where we simulated agent-based energy trading, and I was hooked. Not just on the subject of electricity, the grid and markets, but on her unique way of unearthing true insights, however unintuitive, unusual, or uncomfortable. As I now begin mentoring a new cohort of young engineers, I try to replicate her best example, tempering hubris with humor and drawing out introversion with intellect. Maria, thank you for everything you have done for me over the years and for this industry. Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Maria. Hope you and your family are doing well. Hope your health is good, and it's been a crazy year, but I hope you and everyone stay safe and have a great 2021.
Hi, Maria. This is Gary from San Jose, California. We wish you a beautiful day with good health and happiness forever. Happy birthday.
Hello, Maria. Happy birthday. I was gonna sing you the happy birthday song, but I decided instead to use this little music box from my daughter because I'm not very good at singing anyway. So here goes. So happy birthday. It's been a great pleasure knowing you over the years. I have always enjoyed our technical discussions and other things that we talked about once when we ran into each other. I hope to see you soon after this pandemic is over, and so we can continue our talks. Take care and have a great happy birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Dr. Illich. As is evidenced by the range of people in this video, many people around the world are grateful for and celebrating the great gift that God gave the world when you were born 7 decades ago, for the way that you have touched our lives professionally and personally, and for the impact you've had on the electric power grid in the United States and all that a reliable grid makes possible for us in our lives. Know that I'm grateful for your impact on my life when I was at MIT and in the years that followed in the industry. And know that my prayers and thoughts will be especially with you on February 11th. Happy birthday, and may the dear Lord bless you.
Thank you, John.
Happy birthday, Professor Illich. You were always very supportive of me when I was at Carnegie and made me that much more excited to work towards a sustainable future, so I'm thrilled to help celebrate your birthday. I hope it's a great one.
Hi, a very happy birthday to Marija. I am forever impressed and inspired by how you uplift your students and you're so helpful to those around you. I personally am forever in your debt, and I wish you a very, very happy birthday, and I'm sure that your best years are still yet to come. Bye.
Hi Marija, happy birthday. We love you.
Hi, Professor, it's Michelle. It's crazy to think it's been almost exactly 2 years since I wrapped up my master's. The time has really flown by, especially with all of this craziness going on. But just a little update for me, I'm still in Seattle, still learning a bunch of computer science skills and also still kind of keeping an ear to the ground, trying to keep up with interesting energy technology and grid research and all of that. So I just wanted to say thank you again for all of the time you spent mentoring me. And I will stop by and say hi if I can next time I come to Boston. And most importantly, I hope you have a wonderful day and happy birthday.
Hi Marija, just wanted to say happy birthday. I hope you're doing well and have been able to stay safe throughout the pandemic. Thanks for everything. I hope you have a great day and take care.
Dear Marija, greetings from MIT and Leeds, and all the best on this special day and milestone. Happy birthday. It's almost 20 years ago. Time flies since I met you the first time, also here at MIT. I remember I was really impressed by all your energy, all your motivation, all the ideas you continuously were generating and sharing with your students back then. I remember you told us this joke about working hard or hardly working, and I think we all know what category, what group you belong to. And now, almost 20 years later, it's nice to be back here at MIT and in Leeds and to work with you again here. I'm continuing to be equally impressed by all your dedication, all your motivation, and all the great work you keep on producing. So I'm looking forward to continue our collaboration. I hope you enjoy your day, and I'm looking forward to the next 20 years. Bye-bye.
Hi Marija, wishing you a very, very happy birthday and many happy returns of the day. I hope you're doing well and staying safe and healthy. I miss you very much, and I hope to see you in person again after the pandemic. But until then, have a very happy birthday again, and I hope this year brings good health and happiness to you and your family.
Hi Marija, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well here on a cold and snowy day in Indianapolis. I would like to wish you a very happy birthday.
Hi Marija, I want to wish you a very happy birthday and also congratulate you for another anniversary. Anniversary is the word that most Latin European countries use. It merges these two words, annum, with the idea of versus, of vertere, that means to return, to come back. It's a very beautiful idea, yet not the exact one for today. I will use the Latin American word instead, which is to congratulate you for the accomplishment. They say cumpleaños, which is rooted in the idea of accomplishment, of fulfillment for another annum. Congratulations, Maria, for the fulfillment of 70 years.
Hi, Maria. Happy birthday. I just want to say thank you for being such a wonderful research supervisor. And I want to thank you also for just making me feel immediately welcome and part of the group, and for all of your support so far. And I hope that you have an amazing birthday today.
Maria, I just wanted to wish you happy birthday. I had a great privilege knowing you in my life, and you're a big inspiration for all the people around you. Happy birthday. Bye.
Hi Maria, it's Jose. Happy birthday. Have a wonderful celebration. I hope you're having a great time surrounded by your family, your friends, your students. Greetings from Colombia. I have such good memories from our time in Cambridge and Pittsburgh. I just want to thank you for everything I have learned from you, not just academics, but about life. So have a great day. You deserve it. I hope to see you soon. Come to Colombia. Bye.
Happy birthday, Maria. I want to say thank you 70 times. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being such a great example, for your kindness, for your generosity, for your optimism, for being such a great role model. I owe you a lot. And if one day I can touch just a tenth of the lives you have touched in such a positive way, I will be happy. I send you a big hug. Love you.
Hi Maria, happy birthday. Thanks for your mentorship. It has been an honor working with you, and have a blast.
Happy birthday, Professor Illich. Hope you have a wonderful birthday week. You get the whole week and get time to spend time with your family and eat all the yummy food and drink wine and tea and all the things. I know it's been quite a crazy year and it's been a while since we've spoken, but I do think that this past year has really reminded us of what's important and reconnecting with people who really made an impact on your life and appreciating all the warm memories that we did create. So thank you so much for taking me under your wing, and you really improved. My time at MIT was way better. Thank you for being such a warm and helpful advisor when I was sort of lost at the time. I've learned so much from you, both as personal level and professionally, and it's just really lovely to see really smart, strong female leaders in the energy space, and so I really appreciate having you to look up to. And yes, so thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely week, and would love to reconnect soon. Talk to you soon. Sending big hugs from San Francisco. Take care.
Happy birthday, Maria. This is Masood Nazari. I was your PhD student at Carnegie Mellon from 2007 to 2012, so almost 5 years. And currently I'm assistant professor in electrical and computer engineering at Wayne State University. I really enjoyed working with you during my whole PhD and beyond. You made my PhD a great journey. So I started at Carnegie Mellon. I went to Portugal for 1 year as a visiting student. I went to MIT 1 year and finished up everything at Carnegie Mellon. So that was a very nice journey for me and for my life. And I learned a lot during the time that I worked with you directly, and after that, when I was in touch with you since then. The main thing I love about working with you is the fact that you are very passionate and you're very enthusiastic in work, and you care about people beyond just research and education. You care about their life, and you want to make sure your students are happy and successful in life. That means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to a lot of us. So thank you very much for everything, Maria. I wish you a happy and healthy birthday.
Hello, Maria. Happy birthday. I want to thank you for all your support and help during my journey with WPI, and also want to send you my best wishes from my advisor, Professor Alex Emanuel and John Orr, for your happy birthday.
Professorice, wish you a happy birthday and many more productive decades in your illustrious career.
Hi Maria, happy 70th birthday. I hope you and your family are doing well, and I hope that research is continuing to go well for you and for the Electric Energy Systems group at MIT.
Hi, Professor Illich. This is Tom from Texas A&M University. I recall that we met in 2018 when I was visiting MIT with my advisor, Professor Le Xie. We had several interesting discussions during that time. I feel so lucky that I was a member of our academic family. Finally, happy birthday and best wishes to you and your family.
Happy birthday, and I wish you healthy, happy, safe, and the most important is still full of energy and never retire.
Hello Maria, this is Chening. Happy birthday. Time flies, it's hard to believe I've been out of school for more than 20 years. But I still remember the time back then that we pull all-nighter writing papers, try to beat the deadline. And it's weird, we always work until the last possible minutes. You always work hard, you inspire me, inspire all of us, right? Try harder, try to do better, and try to become a better version of myself. I have to use this opportunity to say thank you for everything. And this is a special day for you and for all of us. I would like to wish you a lot of good luck, a lot of good health, a lot of happiness, and once again, happy birthday, yeah!
Hi Maria, this is Remco. I wanted to congratulate you with your 17th birthday. That's a great milestone. And well, I look forward to seeing you soon again. And well, hopefully this pandemic ends soon and we'll be able to travel again. And then I'll be happy to come to America and see if we can meet some more time. All right, bye Maria.
Hi Maria. Hi everybody. I'm Nino Chukalevsky from Belgrade, Serbia. I worked with Marija at Mihailo Pupin Institute at the beginning, but she just left Pupin Institute when I came in. We had the same thesis advisor, late Professor Milan Chalovic. We have several common friends. And we have been at the same university at US, at Washington State University at St. Louis, with Professor Zaborsky to pursue our education. Due to the temporal dichotomy aspects of the life, we met rarely. First time I met Marija in person during the IEEE summer meeting in July 1986 in Mexico City. We had very good and interesting discussion there, and I still can't forget she's kindness, because she helped me with my business suit in the time I went to travel South America for almost 3 weeks, and that was very important in that moment for me. Recently, I met Marija on the virtual meeting of the IEEE Task Force on Resilience, so I hope in the immediate future we shall collaborate more. We also tried to pursue the joint project several decades ago on adaptive relaying due to the common basic ideas about emergency control of that time, but we didn't win the project. So probably future might bring something new. In any case, Marija, I wish you the happy birthday, all the good health in coming years, and long live. Bye.
It has been such a great time working with you past year at MIT, and I hope that in the coming years too I get to learn a lot under your able guidance. Marija, thank you so much for being who you are and mentoring us tirelessly. May you be able to change a lot of young people's life like you have impacted ours. Wishing you a lot of great health, success, happiness, and whatever you desire. Happy birthday once again.
Draga Maria, I wish I'm with you now to give you a big hug for your 70th birthday. I wish you to celebrate many more and with joy, prosperity, and faith. Enjoy your day very much today, and I'm sending my love to you and your family. Bye bye.
Hi Maria, happy birthday. I wish you the best in this special day. You know, I always remember our meetings, our brainstormings. You are the best. You changed my life. You're all a student from the MIT Energy Lab. Cheers, Jose Arce.
Hello Maria, Elena here. Happy birthday.
Hello, Professor. A very happy birthday. I hope this day is filled with lots of joy, happiness, and many more memories to cherish. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank you for the incredible amount of support and mentorship that you have provided over all these years. To me, you've been more than just an advisor. You've been more like a friend or a family, always there during the times of joy and sorrow. Here's wishing you the best of the best birthdays.
Happy birthday, Marija. This is Jill Watts, MIT 2001. Greetings from Oakland, California. Honored to be able to take part in your birthday celebration. I hope you and your family are doing well, and thank you for all you've done for your students over all these years. Have a great celebration.
Hi, Marija. As I'm sitting here thinking about what to tell you on your 70th birthday, I can't help but thinking back to the first time we met. It was 25 years ago that I walked into a classroom at MIT and I found it to be empty. And a minute later, you walked in and you said, well, the class has been canceled. But we started talking about your research and what you were thinking about the energy industry. And just through that sheer force of excitement and enthusiasm, you set me on a course in this industry that I'm still on some 25 years later. And I just wanted to let you know what a great privilege and blessing it's been to have benefited from your mentorship and your friendship over all these years. So congratulations on your 70th birthday. I won't suggest that you slow down and take it easy, because I think that would probably be a violation of some sort of natural laws of physics. But I hope you take some time and get to appreciate the great, tremendous positive impact you've had on me and so many of your students. And I hope that I'm able to see you soon in person and congratulate you in person as well. Take care and congratulations again.
Hi Marija, this is Santosh Riker. Wish you many happy returns of the day. I wouldn't have realized that you are getting to a major milestone of 70 years. You look the same and work the same with the same amount of energy that I saw you in 2000. You have been a great influence for me and my family. Two of my daughters have taken a lot of inspiration from you. Really appreciate all you have done for me and the fellow students who are speaking to you today. And keep on going. There is a lot to go and a lot to do. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to contribute along with you along the way. Thanks again and wish you happy birthday.
Hi Marija, this is Bruce from 2001. It's been 20 years, and looking back at it, there's been a lot of changes and there's been a lot of similar things. Back in 2001, we had a contested election. We also were trying to take out Microsoft by splitting it, just like people were trying to do with Facebook and Google and Apple and so forth. We had a recession at that year too. And then there's a lot of things that changed, hopefully for the better. It's been 20 years. My daughter, who was 3, is now 23. She works now. I aged. And a lot of things changed, but one thing remains the same. I still admire you as my advisor, and I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. I'm glad you know what you are doing, and congratulations on your birthday. Enjoy it. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Marija. Enjoy your day and celebrate it to the max. And I wish you are happy and safe. It was a great journey with you, and it was a great honor to be your student. And I learned a lot from you as an advisor, as a mentor, not just academic, but also a life mentor. And I remember our great moments together when I came to your office and I just scratch any immature idea to your whiteboard, and you say, okay, now, just go, go work on it, think about it more, and then you throw an idea to, you know what you were doing. You're throwing something from each that, so I go think this direction. So you develop my research capacity, and I owe you a lot. I wish you happiness, and I cannot wait to talking to you. And happy birthday.
Hi, Marija. I would like to thank you for your time and effort that you put on me. Yeah, this includes how you chose machine learning and power systems for my research. Yeah, how you helped me to get the ABB fellowship, and also how you encouraged me to pursue the faculty career, which I'm enjoying right now. So happy birthday from the bottom of my heart.
Hey Marija, happy birthday to you. I'm sure that you are tired of counting the years of your age. May these years be full of happiness. Today, I prepare a small magic show for your birthday. So here we go. Now, I have a deck of cards, and this is a normal deck of cards, which means there's no special signs or marks that I can recognize. You can believe me on that. And let's do some shuffle to disorder the arrangement of these cards. Let's do the shuffle again. All right, so now both you and I don't know the order of this card, and let's take a look at the front card. Okay, remember this one. I'm going to put it back on top and take half to my other hand. All right, next I'm going to flip it over and put this 3 in the middle of this half. Yeah, you can see that. And put this half in the middle of the next half. All right, then I'm going to slowly insert this 3 in the middle of this deck. Now, let me ask you a question. Where is that 3? You may think, well, it's somewhere in the middle of this deck of cards. The next, I'm going to use some small magic to bring it back to you. Okay, let's do this. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Thank you, and happy birthday again.
Happy 70th birthday, Marija.
Happy birthday, Marija. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Marija.
Happy birthday, Marija.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Marija. Yeah, thank you so much for all your help over the years. We were just hiking in the trails. Wishing you a very happy and healthy birthday.
Hi Marija, long time no see. Happy birthday, and these two are also wishing you happy birthday. Say hi to Marija, Francisco, Sophia. Say bye-bye. Well, they are now focused more on bread. Anyway, see you one of these days in a normal conference during normal times if we ever go back to it. Bye. Enjoy the day.
Hi Maria, this is Huaiwei.
Yan and Ian.
Happy birthday!
Hi Maria, this is Richard. Happy birthday to you. This is my son Felix and Eric.
Happy birthday, Maria! We're sending you our warmest wishes. We hope you have good health and continue to be as energetic as passionate as you always are, and a great influence to your students for many years ahead.
We're really sad that we can't celebrate together this year, but we're sending our best wishes for health and happiness and hope to see you again soon. Bye.
It was in the spring of 1990, I walked out to my mailbox at UC Santa Barbara and pulled an envelope from MIT out of the mailbox. It was a thin envelope, and we all know what a thin envelope means. So as I opened it, I wasn't terribly happy. I managed to tear the envelope in half. I reached down and picked up the one half that had fallen on the ground, and I looked down, and the word that I saw on the envelope was congratulations. So that was a high point of my life. Very shortly thereafter, I got another envelope, and someone named Marija Illich wanted to offer me a research assistantship in power systems at MIT, and that was the start of now 30 years. And my experience there is one of the really treasured memories of my life, and working with Marija was quite a blessing. She was prodigiously productive, but she almost never refused to have me walk into her office and sit down whenever an idea struck me and start scribbling on the blackboard. There were still blackboards at that time. And she was, academically you could go on about it, but my memories are of how supportive she was and what a fierce advocate she was for her students, and how much she would dedicate to getting her students out and getting us exposed and getting us to conferences and things like that. And just making sure that we had the support from that side. I had two kids, Katie and Lee, and Marija would buy presents for my kids and inquire after my family. She and my wife, Vivian, got to be great friends, and we remained friends after all these 30 years. And I have always visited her from time to time and met her students, and sometimes done impromptu sessions and presentations and this and that. And I always come back from those sessions feeling energized. She has a way of making you feel just respected and energized and interested in what you're doing. So for all of that, Marija, thank you so much. And happy birthday. It's number 70, and I'm afraid that it may only be another 20 or 25 years before you have to start slowing down a little bit. But in the meantime, I look forward to many more years of being able to call you both my advisor and my mentor and my friend. So happy birthday. Hope to see you soon.
srećan rođendan i mnogo sreće u budućem životu, mnogo uspeha. Žao mi je što nisam tamo sa tobom da ti čestitam ovaj jubilarni, ali samo da ti kažem da se mi svi ponosimo sa tobom i drago nam je da si nam prijatelj.
Srećan rođendan, Marija, sve najbolje! Srećno!
Draga kumo, želim da ti čestitam rođendan, 70. značajni jubilarni i neka bude još 70. I tim povodom treba da nazdravimo. Ajde da iz čokančića. Živeli!
Srećan rođendan, draga Maco. Veoma mi je drago da mogu da ti pošaljem čestitku za tvoj jubilej, draga moja drugarice. Volela bih da smo sada zajedno, da zajedno slavimo. Često mislim na tebe i sećam se svih naših lepih dana koje smo provele zajedno u Zaječaru između Timoka i Kraljevice. Sećaš se da su se i naše mame lepo družile uz kaficu, pričale glasno, pa onda tiho da mi ne čujemo jer smo se igrale tu negde oko njih. Pa smo onda išle zajedno kroz školu u brown školskim uniformama, kroz fakultet. Bilo je puno uspomena, ne može to sve da stane u 2-3 minuta, ali tako neke divne uspomene iskaču, na primjer naša košarka. Sećaš se kako smo počele u klubu Mladost sa trenerom Miletom i samo sa par još devojaka. To su bile Zorica, Duda, Nada, Irena. Pa smo čak i nastavile i da igramo na fakultetu, išle na elektrijade, osvajale zlata. Naše mame su obožavale cveće i gajile ga u svojim baštama i razvile tu ljubav i kod nas. Pa kada smo u Bostonu bile na izložbi cveća, samo smo gledale koje cveće imaju u Zaječaru. Šaljem ti čestitku za rođendan, ne samo od sebe, nego i od svih koji te poznaju, a naročito od Zorice, Broće, Alekse, Ljupčeta i naravno od mojih Mike, Jelene i Milene. Želimo ti dug i srećan život i da se što pre vidimo i da se lepo družimo. Srećan ti rođendan, draga drugarice.
Srećan rođendan, draga profesorka. Želim ovom prilikom da vam čestitam ovaj veliki jubilarni dan i isto tako da vam se zahvalim na svoj podršci koju ste mi pružili dok sam radio doktorat sa vama, kao akademski supervizor i kao moj lični mentor u toku tog perioda. Bilo je veliko zadovoljstvo raditi sa vama i imam mnogo lepih uspomena na taj period života. Što akademskih uspomena u vezi naših naučnih poduhvata, što uspomena u vezi zajedničkih okupljanja, nekih ekskurzija do Bostona i isto tako zajedničkih košarkaških utakmica. Hvala što ste bili i meni i mojim kolegama u toku tog perioda jedna velika podrška i učinili da se osjećamo kao srećna porodica zajedno toliko daleko od naših kuća. I što ste nam na kraju krajeva preneli ovaj entuzijazam za istraživanjem i za akademskim karijerama koje smo posle uplovili. Hvala vam na svemu i srećan rođendan i želim vam puno uspeha na ličnom i isto tako na poslovnom planu. Živjeli!
Jedne noći polja su tam, san jedne mašte što samo tugu zna, san što je satkan od uspomena svih, san koji živi sam nečujan i tih. Zelena polja su taj divan san. Ima nade da novi dan čudom u stvarnost pretvore ovaj san. za one riječi što šaptali smo tad. Ne znače ništa, baš ništa sad za nas. Zelena polja su bila sve za nas.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Maria.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Marija.
Thank you, guys.
Yay! Yay!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Maria.
Thank you, everybody. Wonderful. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Srećan rođendan.
Hvala svima, mnogo lepo.
Srećan rođendan.
Srećan rođendan, Marija. Sve najljepše.
Evo Ivan da nas zabavi malo. Ožeži Ivane.
Sviraj.
Halo, kralju.
Uvek je mogao da me rasplače.
Marija, do you have cake? At least you can bring your cake and...
No, I said he was always able to make me cry. Yeah, Ivan. I can bring my cake. Okay, so let me do that, okay?
That would be good.
Okay. Okay, guys, I want to thank everybody for all the presents. So here they are. Sorry. See all the presents that everybody gave me. I'm going to take photos. Oh, I'm not doing this well, right? I'm going to take photos of everything. And for now, there are two cakes. One cake is from, I think, JY sent with Rupa. And the other one is, somebody sent, you see the presents now. Sorry, I was not very good in my geography here, but these are all the wonderful things that you guys sent. And we can sing happy birthday. I just need to put some candles quick. And I want to know who sent me the carnation cake.
That was me, Mom. It didn't have my name on it.
Send the carnation cake?
Yeah.
Who?
Your son, John.
John, there was no name. John.
I wrote a card in the order. Well, happy birthday, Mom.
Thank you, Johnny. I have a lot of pictures for you guys, but I did not know, couldn't figure out where who sent the photo, the cake. It's a, so I will light them now. There is one which is cake made out of carnations, and in the middle is the rose. And my wonderful son Johnny sent it. John, there were 6 candles. I had to add one more, so to make it 7. Do you know? Johnny, I don't think you wrote any names. I was trying to guess who did it. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, it came with flowers too. Did they come separately?
I did not know who sent those flowers either. Those are white roses.
Yeah, it should have had a card with it. I wrote a card with it.
Thank you so much. And then there is the cake and who sent the tea? Who sent me the teas?
I don't know.
Well, who sent the teas?
What kind of teas are they?
There is exquisite tea. There is fragrant tea, jasmine tea.
I don't know.
Nobody knows? That's Sha? I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, the plant on the very left is from us, from the organizers.
Yes, I know. And then the digital player.
Yeah,
the white roses are from Johnny. The pink ones are from Chris, from my children. And here are the cakes now. And this is some wine that came some time ago from Shah. And I have to read you this card. This card is really interesting. This is from my husband. Says, think of it as being 7 perfect tens.
Nice.
So there are 10 perfect tens. And he's looking forward to spending 71st one with me, but I thought that was funny. Don't think about it. And this is a beautiful card, the gang from the castle. And Rada, I don't know if Rada is still on the, this is the Gora Preobraženja. I'm going to read it with a lot of attention. It's a very wonderful book. And my sister Rada sent the orchid, and then the cactus came from you guys. Yeah, so now I understand. Johnny, that was a mystery. Now I know. You're always mysterious. Okay, so here is, should we do happy birthday now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy birthday to
you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Marija.
Happy birthday
to you. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip
hooray!
Well done.
I wish you guys were here to share the cake, but I'm going to pig out on it. So thank you very much for everything.
So much sugar.
I know. I know. Well, this is where my energy comes from, right?
That's true. But so much sugar is
Anyway,
like that.
thank you so much for everything. This was really incredible. So what comes next, Yang?
Yeah, for the next. No, yeah, we still have one more. So for here, yeah, Victoria would like to say something to you for the interaction. So
No, but I had prepared another cake, and it was the same that she have just made. It was a cake with the candles, and we have already done.
Okay. Hi, Victoria. How are you?
Hi, happy birthday. Thank you very much, Marija.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I have one more video to show. So this morning, yeah, I get another one, and I believe this is important. So let me play it for 20 seconds.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Marija. Srećan ti rođendan. Sa najboljim željama. I remember many years ago when you arrived to Mikhail Pupin Institute as a young girl, your talents have been recognized very early. And I am now very happy to meet you again as a very successful, brilliant professor of electrical engineering. All the best for you in the future and in decades which are to come.
All right, Marija, for the next step, so we do have a slide to capture all of your memories and photos. So do you want to share your screen by going through the photos one by you, or you want me to go to the link? I also loaded on in my browser. Which one you like?
Either way you want. You can do it, Yang.
Okay, all right. Then I'm going to take. So let me know which photo you want me to highlight.
Oh, we go in order.
We go in order.
Maybe I should. This should be very fast.
Yeah.
I should say that it wasn't very organized, and it covers only years from the, from CMU. For the digitalization, I don't have much, but I thought people would enjoy, and I'm trying to see maybe I can do this easier for if I do it. So let me just see if I maybe haven't even tried because I thought that February material, it's not even on this computer. So I think you have to quickly click through it. It's just going to be very fast. I want to show you, give you the timeline, memory line on things that we did over the years together with family. So do one by one and I'll say who is who and then, we move fast, okay? So this is my family, Johnny, Matthew, Chris, Jeff, and me. And from 10 years ago, Christmas time, keep going. I'll just tell you who is who and what happened. This is Granger, first years when I came to CMU. He was department head of EPP. Just keep going. I just want to remind people, Granger again. These are now some very special ones. Kevin and Milos in my office at CMU, working long hours. Kevin, Milos again. Kevin, Milos and I. My office at CMU. Milos and I. Milos. Oh, Stefano, Shishing, and Milos again having parties in my office. Shishing, Stefanos and Milos, Shishing again with them. Okay, this is when we went to Lehigh. This is Hotel Bethlehem, one of the oldest in the country. Keep going. This is collaboration with Lehigh. These are interesting. It was during that trip, Marija Prica, Jovan, my brother, and Jovan, maybe you remember the name. I don't remember the name of this gentleman from OSI Soft who tried to convince us that OSI Soft was the best thing and was showing us these things. JY, you remember this?
Yeah. Oh my God.
So this is an interesting photo. Phil Yoon was one of my first PhD students at MIT, now full professor at Seoul National University. JY was his first female master student, and once he was visiting, three of us were toasting after many years together. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and this is again in Lehigh, my brother and these people from OSI Soft. This is, so you can recognize some people, Ignacio Perez, Pedro, and a lot of colleagues from TU Delft. These are the people that I worked with. They were on some PhD committee on doctoral dissertations are very formal, as Milos knows now. This is Ignacio and me on the committee there. You had to get dressed up too. And Pedro, Ignacio, and myself. Go. Again, committee, formal committee. Oh, these are some very dear friends. Lilja, who talked to us, and Tina Stankovic and her mom, some very, very dear friends from church. And this is Stanford crowd when I gave a talk, Ram Rajaborgapal and Bao Zheng and some of their affiliates when I gave a talk. This is Ryan Kurlinski, who is actually now one of the big people, decision makers in California ISO for market monitoring. And this is my son, John, and my nephew, Tommy, with their first child, Suzanne. Again, this is when they had the first child. We were visiting, Johnny and I were visiting. Oh, okay, yeah, this will show also. In the middle is my second nephew, David, with his brother, Tommy and John. This is family, nice dear picture. Keep going. Me holding Tommy's Penny, the first daughter. And Johnny confused, not knowing know what to do. Well, not knowing what to do with the little baby. Then some friend, okay, so I should say something here. This is a celebration of, Matthew is my oldest son and his wife Michaela, and Jeff and I, we went to celebrate the anniversary of their wedding. And next to Jeff is his mom, who was the only living parent in our family of Jeff and mine at the time when I started showing these pictures. I'm not showing any from our family. And so this is again, Matthew and Michaela. And now a little bit of memory line through my office. Pui, Shah, and Stefanos doing some research and eating at the same time in CMU. This is my mom, Chris, my mother-in-law, Chris, and myself, just at some Thanksgiving, I think, was at my Kuma Milica's place. Probably that was one of the last photos that we took with Jeff's mom. So it's a very dear photo. Then I don't know if anybody recognized this person. This is famous Professor John Wyatt, who passed a few years ago, and his wife, Susan Christie. And John and I wrote this paper that Rupa and others now know that we refer to all the time as the instantaneous reactive power. Boston at dark. Okay. This is CMU at dark, where, you know, remember Phipps Botanical Garden. Okay, so that's that. And this is Phipps around New Year. Beautiful, beautiful memories about CMU. Here, this is with some of our friends, just dinner, Jeff and me, and Dave Aldrich, dear friends. These are some very close friends, family friends from church. Lilja, who already spoke, and Predrag. And then actually Predrag knew quite well the Professor Mesarovic because he went to Case Western University. And in the middle is Terry Orr, who retired recently, but she was a full professor at MIT in biology. And so these are some very close friends. This is our priest and one of my very close friends, Mara, over lunch. Three of us, Rada, she already spoke, myself and Lilja in San Diego, I think. You will see this is a collage of different things. And now we go back to campus. Here is here is Le actually explaining something to Pui. And then J.Y., Pui, and Le in my office. These were wonderful years of learning together. Here is these people like they were wanted. Le, J.Y., and me. Yeah, I don't know when that picture was taken. Okay, so there are a few pictures like this, and you have to see if you want to run through them. But this is our group at the time when we really were very close, you know, working. Don't click that fast. I think it keeps clicking. This is Corey Hedman.
Yeah.
Corey Hedman, who came to give a talk. Keep going. This is again our brainstorming with Corey. Bruno Sinopoli and his young family. You remember him from CMU?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. Kevin and Ray Beach from NASA. This is Sanya and Milos and Sanya's future husband and her mom at the graduation at CMU. Some nice pictures from there. And here is again a graduation time when several people from CMU graduated, Franz Franchetti and so forth. Dusan Yakovlevich and Dragana and myself at their graduation, beautiful people. They worked with Jose and you know them. And that's again, these are nice pictures of CMU. That's why I put them there. Keep going. And this is celebration dinner after graduation. I think John and JY were already a serious couple. I think it was the time when your parents were visiting JY, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. So that is, and this is Sanya's mom. So we went out to graduate, to celebrate graduation. Okay.
This is so nice.
Oh, this is my two sons, Matthew and Chris, visiting for dinner. This is at our home. I have a mix with family, and again, me and Matthew, the oldest, and the youngest, and myself on the same couch where I'm sitting now. This is Sanya with George Stefopoulos and NAIPA doing some deep research. And Sergio Pequito, whom you heard speak, who is now faculty at RPI. My brother and John and Martin in the back, again in my office when we were working on Smart Grid in Room Simulator. Keep going. My brother and JY, Jovan. And then John and discussing things apparently very heavily. Oh, this is my brother and Jovan's son, Mickey. And then this is a nice picture of Matthew, my oldest son, his wife, and my sister Rada and her husband, Jeff. Jeff and I went to school together, to graduate school at WashU. And this is my nephew, Jovan's son, and his mom, Vinky. Apparently, he's showing something very important. These are some dear friends. Sue is from NSF, Noel Schultz, who is very active. JY, you know her in Power System Women Society at some IEEE meeting. This is a Serbian crowd at some meeting, Mladen Kezunovic, Jovan Bebic, Sonja Glavaški, and myself. This is Jose Mura and Jelena Kovacevic. They were very active, sort of defining the direction of ECE at CMU at some important meeting. Oh, this is a nice photo when I was at PSSC in Poland. These are all workers. This is a very interesting statue, all workers and how they go through life and sink and go deeper and deeper under heavy work. And I took picture with that. Okay, this is Venikov I mentioned, who was really the founding father of the power engineering in Moscow, where Vladimir is going now. This was at the same conference in Poland. And this is the crowd when we had a guy from Westinghouse in Pittsburgh visiting after we were debating things after the meeting. This is one of my very dear friends from Drexel, Dagmar Nibur, and I in some meeting in Germany. The ice cream was wonderful. These are memories. This is a sort of like staple thing, what was happening at CMU. We had this conference room and day after day we would meet and discuss things. So this is what it looked like on daily basis. Again here. Oh, just a minute. Milos, is that Peter Polensky?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay. Do you remember that? So now, yeah, I wanted to just double check that because Peter Polensky and some other people came to see we were doing Smart Grid and Room Simulator. And I think that was the first time you met him. And then now he's your boss, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And
so
he still has the same haircut.
Okay, I wasn't 100% sure. Thank you. So that's Peter Polensky visiting again in our conference room at CMU. A lot of things were happening there. Okay. Oh, this is my dear friend. Okay, I have to say something. I don't know why she's not there. I forgot to give you the name. Zorica Pantic. She is the first woman president of School of Engineering, president of university, first woman engineer, president of university at WIT in Boston. We have many memories back, and this is a very sad photo when she lost her sister and we were just together after that. But I should have talked about her more. This is my dear son, John, and me at somewhere in some restaurant. This is one of my closest friends who died recently, Slavko Stojanovic. He was the founder of Serbian Church in Boston. myself, and this is Popov, Milos, right? Milos, help me here. He is at TU Delft now. Popov.
No, that's not Popov. I don't know this person.
Okay, I failed. I thought it was him I put because of you. Okay, this is my Kuma, my godchild, and we were visiting in California. John and I and her, okay. Myself with her. Here is Jeff Chapman, Vivian, and John. You remember that dinner? I don't know if Jeff is still on the line, and John. We were visiting, and John and Vivian cooked dinner for us in their home in Berkeley. Beautiful memories. This Vivian next to Jeff. Two of them, yeah, at their home. Okay, so these are some very important people. This is Miroslav Krstić from Berkeley, of our origin, very successful at Berkeley. Ružna Bajci, who was one of the founders of computer science at NSF, and somebody else after dinner when I gave a talk at Berkeley. So this is one of the sort of touchy photos, because it was when one of famous CMU people was giving his farewell, you know, when he was retiring, and we were there listening to him. You may recognize him, some of you. These are the two oldest people in our church. This guy is going to be he's going to be talking about 100. He's turning 100 this year, and he still looks the same way. And Slavko is a little younger, he passed. So these are my very, very dear friends from church. This is a young faculty from Georgia Tech and myself at some PSERC meeting. Le, do you remember this dinner? It was lunch, actually, late lunch.
I think it's a CDC in Los Angeles.
CDC
Japanese
in Los
sushi.
Angeles. It was good food. Keep going. Okay, Kevin. Okay, we used to eat quite a bit together all the time, you know, sort of quick, cheap food, you know, late hours when you take break from working. So apparently this is Sha, Le and myself and Kevin, no, and Kevin and CMU. And this is our group. I now don't have times exactly, but this is after Rupa joined. Nipun is there, and this is quite late, and Professor Jim Hoburg, who was co-advisor of Kevin with me, and Kevin's wife, Elaine, who we love dearly. So this was really like a family. And I wanted to just share these pictures again with everybody. Keep going. This is me on some trip. I think it's on the Portuguese Ocean. Okay, this was typical also between my brother and Kevin. In this case, they were arguing, and the boards were always filled with the discussion. And so here is Jovan and Kevin discussing something heavily. Keep going. Okay, these are, I don't know if you recognize, these are some very famous people when we were doing brainstorming. You remember I mentioned something, Peter, about people referring to JP Morgan using our stuff. That was at that meeting. And this is Praveen Varaya, the guy, oh boy, it's escaping me now. He is from Cambridge University, the guy who...
Frank Kelly.
Frank Kelly, yes, thank you, Lou. And Ayad Abed, and what is the name of the guy from Cornell?
Batar.
Say that again.
Alian Batar.
Yeah, so this is some sort of business meeting. Keep going. This is my favorite photo. If I were to put something, and I will put it on my website, this is really at CMU. The way I looked, always under, you know, barely dressed up, you know, and just walking to campus from my apartment to my office. And this is a very dear picture. Okay, these are some very nice memories from the conference. Maya Prica and Judy Cardell and Milos and myself, we took some pictures. As you see, everything is mixed up, the work, family, everything. Does anybody recognize this person in the middle? That's
Carl Ostrom.
Carl Ostrom and his wife. Xia Miao and I spent 2 months in Lund in Sweden. And so they took me 1 weekend to sightsee, and I took picture. Carl Ostrom is the founding father of adaptive control and industrial process. This is me discovering Baltic Sea. Yeah, keep going. This is me and Carl. Me, again, these are all from Lund. Keep going. This is Sha and myself blown away in the really bad weather on Baltic Sea when we were in Lund. Oh, these are interesting photos now. I don't know where Eric is, why Eric is not on this call, but Eric and Jeff studied together. Eric was a little junior, and this was some reunion at one of the PS meetings, and keep going. And this is 2 of them. Jeff, I think you may like that. And these are very special photos with Professor Pai and his wife at the same meeting. Oh, this is funny. Eric now works for Nets. Look, see, he still takes 2 coffees at one time. He lives on coffee. Okay. This is Eric and Professor Pai and Jeff. Beautiful photo. Oh, I have to tell you about this photo. So this is Professor Iwamoto at one of the PS meetings. He's one of the high up people in power engineering and in Japan. He came to one of the meetings and he wanted to tell me, went out of his way to show that, look, he has female grad students, he has female students, because Japanese people are, you know, infamous for not many engineering people. So this photo was taken because of that, because he was so proud. There is another similar photo in which was all women. Okay, so that's the meaning of that photo. And that's again the same thing. You see here we are discussing at the same meeting.
Marija, can you hear me?
Yes.
It's Damien from Belgium. Marija?
Yes.
It's Damien Ernst from Belgium. I was
Damien, hi.
2005.
In a minute. Can you stick around for a minute, or you want to say something?
I will stick around for a minute.
Okay, great. Let me finish this, and we would love to hear you. This is Professor Jovica Milanovic from Manchester, Iwamoto at the same meeting. Keep going. And this is the photo, I think, where Professor Iwamoto was very proud that he had female grad students. Keep going. This is Obadina from ERCOT, you know. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And Joe Chow, very dear friend, contemporaries, a lot of good work at RPI and myself at that meeting. And here, Eric, Jeff, Joe, and myself just sitting in front of the presentation, waiting for people to come. There are some other people whom you can recognize, but particularly important, Anuradha Naswamy and Marija Prica, again at the same meeting with Milos. Milos, you remember those?
Yes, yeah. I do.
Yes, I think.
Very
I
nice.
just wanted to do memory line for everybody quickly. Okay, keep going. This is me and I think this is the guy from Westinghouse, I forgot. Okay. Oh, Miguel, he was not my student. He worked with George Varghese a lot, first time around when I was at MIT, and they were buddies with Jeff and Eric, and Miguel is now the dean at one of the schools in Oklahoma, I think. But he came from Puerto Rico, wonderful guy. He did his master's and PhD with George. So these are nice years. This is Andrea Šarić and myself. I think you saw maybe that picture before. Keep going. Oh, this is Professor Emanuel that Tanek studied under. Again, I took a picture of him and his wife, they are of Romanian origin, fantastic people. At the PS meeting. This is my dear sister, Rada, and myself in Iowa, just sightseeing in summertime. Oh, this is Jan Dobson, and my sister and I were going to Bosnian restaurant in Iowa. Again, this is Jeff again at the Bosnian restaurant. Rada and Jan Dobson saying Živeli, cheering to each other. And this is at some concert, outdoor concert, my brother, my husband, myself, and my sister and her husband, Jeff. And here is my sister and her loving husband. My husband and her husband. And us in Iowa sightseeing. This is next to Lincoln statue, Jeff and I. This is my Kuma, who already spoke. She had a wonderful apple tree, and then we went apple picking. So that's her apple tree. And then the next one is how we were picking apples. It was wonderful. I had apples for the whole fall. And this is, keep going, then that is the most beautiful, most memorable mom that Rada knows the story about this. My sister knows the story about that, and our mom loved this type of moms. Okay, keep going. This is now the discussion after I came to MIT second time around, and I think this is some discussion. Anna is there, and Aidan, and so just typically what the work looked like. This is a wonderful picture. Rupa, Anna, when Leslie Kolodziejski each fall takes female ECS grad students for a boat ride in Boston Harbor. And this is first time when they came. This was, I think it's a memorable photo for me. This is when Andrew's mom, Sharon, was visiting. Andrew was about finishing a Nippon there in my office. Anupam, who you've heard from in some restaurant we were. Okay, here is Asef. Asef, you recognize yourself? Oh, he had to go. Asef is the guy who spoke now. And this was in Jeff's office at MIT. And when he visited, I think this is the last time we saw each other before today. And we were talking something about what the startups are doing. It's Baltic Sea, very rough out there. This is again from the boat trip in the harbor, beautiful. Oh, I came to CMU after I left for MIT, and this is one sort of reunion with Claire. Everybody remembers Claire. She is there, and my brother and Bruno. It's beautiful. And this is us working now with the guy from Lincoln Lab, Chris, and already working at MIT after Anna, Rupa, and Shah moved to MIT. This is at some of our CMU electricity conferences, a sort of most comprehensive one where you had most of all the ESG group from CMU together. This is my trip to Cambridge University, and I'm not going to go through those in detail, but there are some colleagues. Jan Dobson and myself, and look, who is the person to the right? He just won some award.
Zhao Yuan.
Yeah, he's very good at Iowa State. Yeah, they took me out for dinner after my talk. I love this picture, JY. I don't know if you've seen. or if you are jealous, but me hugging John.
Yeah, by the way, John apologized for not being able to make it. He had.
That's okay. You can run these. I will share with everybody.
Yeah, it's a really nice picture. Thank you.
I think it's a nice picture. I like that picture. This is my son, John, and me admiring how they make cappuccino in California. It's really nice. And again, this is from my office. You've seen that's what it looked like on daily basis, basically. And Milos explaining to everybody again. Kevin, these are really, this was dinner. I remember when Xia went to bring Chinese soup for everybody, and we were eating dinner in my office and working. It was very typical every evening. And again, our conference room, where my brother. This was again at Kevin's graduation, I believe, or Kevin's defense. And this photo is also from there. The whole group went out for dinner, for lunch after that. This is Jim Hoborg and myself. We are co-advisors of Kevin. Rupa and Kevin, they spent a lot of time together. I think this is a very special picture where Rupa was trying to learn whatever she can from Kevin. So Kevin and his wife, again, at the same gathering there. This is Kevin, Elaine, his wife, and Jim Hoborg, advisor. And three of us again that you've heard about that picture already for the third time now. Eric and Bob, that last name, he is a sort of, became unofficial mentor of Eric Allen at his work at NERC and myself. I love this. I found this in front of our house in the spring. So we live in the wilderness, so you can find things like this. But I sort of love these pictures. I wanted to share with you. Okay. This is our trips to Heidelberg, Rupa and I, and Kostya and Professor Bock. We work closely with them. Dave Hill, one of my closest professional colleagues, he's in Australia, my role model. He's a fantastic guy. He did so many things. So I think we were in Cambridge together. This is in Cambridge. Keep going. I think we're almost done. Are we running out of time? Look. Yang, are we running out of time?
Right, we already have 3 hours and 15 minutes. So we have another 120 or...
Okay, let's run through this quickly.
Okay.
I think this gives you a sample of, this is Bill Sanders, who is the dean now at CMU. I think this was celebration of CMU, of Pete Sauer's something. This is me in Hong Kong with Felix Wu. This is me in Hawaii with Peter Crouch. That's a very good early picture, JY, if you remember, you came to Cambridge, and this is sort of mix of Portuguese people. Tim Heidel is there, Remco. It was a very nice, we went, it was a very nice gathering, and we went for beer next to MIT there. This is me and Chris. His high school graduation, me and John at Tully's Coffee in San Francisco. Oh, me with this 100-year-old guy who is close friend from church and his wife. And Johnny in the Sana race. I love this picture, Johnny. Jeff and I sightseeing in Washington, D.C. This is Astrom, Brian Anderson, when I gave a plenary talk at ACC. And that was a big recognition then, a few years ago. So we had lunch after that. Pie. Keep going. Oh, Jeff, Sanya, and myself at MIT campus. Again, the same. This is my daughter-in-law, my mother-in-law, and myself at my daughter-in-law's engagement party. And again, the crowd from CMU in wintertime in front of Phipps, Johnny and myself. Keep going. And this is a dear picture of Jeff's family, actually. His brother and wife and mom, one of the late pictures together. This is Chris and his cousin with grandma. You know what this is, guys? You should all remember this. This is Azores.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yes, this is Azores. Beautiful. Everybody should take time to go to the Azores. You remember we all wrote the book together about it. Okay, so Azores again. I think I should stop here because I see Damien Ernst. Damien, so nice to see you. I think you can, this will be made available, but let's just say hello to Damien and then maybe we should close. It's been quite some time. I didn't know if you wanted me to say something or not, but anyway. How are you?
I'm doing fantastically well, Maria.
You are?
Yes, I have such good memories from my stay with you at CMU and MIT. I mean, it was one of my best experience in my life of research.
Yeah. So are you how are you doing with COVID? Is everything locked down there?
Everything is locked down here. Well, more or less everything. I think it's the same in the US. So, well, basically, there is a curfew at 10 p.m. in the evening. Restaurants are closed, gyms are closed, and you cannot go to the university anymore. You need to do home working. I think it's the same in the US. You know, so
for people who don't know what you've done, I just want to give the crowd the background. Damien and Louis Henkel have been the first people who actually did reinforcement learning for power systems. And I remember even now the chapter we wrote that never got published because we didn't do the editing. It's still, I hope you publish this somewhere, but you know, they have been really ahead of their time. And I think you guys are still, so your time has come now, reinforcement learning and power systems. Are you, do you have a lot of people there in Liège or not?
Around 30 people in the group. Around 30.
So it's a large group. We should reconnect, and we should. I will follow up with an email, but I'm really happy to see you.
You should come to Belgium to give a talk when this COVID-19 crisis is over.
It's horrible, yeah.
Yes. So come to Belgium and we will go to the restaurant and discuss a little bit together after all these years. I think the last time you went to Belgium was in 2008, I think.
Probably, yeah.
Came to 2008.
Give my regards also to Louis.
I will. To Mania.
Maria, can I also say something?
Absolutely.
I just want to say that I love to see all these old pictures and your students from CMU. It was really nice to attend to this loving session. So
I have to tell you that it will be made available. I think we sort of was last minute downloading and stuff like that. And I had second thoughts because I didn't organize it chronologically, but then I said, doesn't matter. Let people just see it, you know. And so it will be made available. Thank you, Pedro. I thought that people may want, I don't know if I should just say a few words at the end, Yang.
Maria, yeah, please, if there's anybody who is urgent to say something, you can say. However, if not, we should let Maria to give up.
Yeah, because I think I'm sorry, we are taking a lot of time for people. I have a few notes. It's not very formal, but first of all, don't get scared. It's not a lecture. It's going to be just a few thoughts that I take. Let me say, it's really incredible. And thank you all for all what you've done. As Pedro said, it's just really, it brings all sorts of memories. And Happy New Year of the Ox. And we know what the Ox should bring to all of us. And for the organizing committee, thank you very much for making time. I know that these things, I've organized a lot of things in my life, and I know that things take time. I also want to say something just to put things in context, and that I will use my notes a little bit. I know that these are challenging times to all of us. Challenges came in different flavors. I learned that they never stop. First, I just want to take us through a little process that we've been going through years, you know, getting degree, finding the problem to work on, not knowing for a long time, even like year before you graduate, what the actual problem is and what the solutions are, and wrapping it as a thesis. So that's a challenge in its own right. And then one process, and for people who are in university, you should watch for this. I made a mistake. Then we ran out of time to publish. So Jeff Chapman, I don't know if Jeff is still there, but I'll never forgive ourselves. Jeff has one of the most beautiful PhD theses that never got actually published beyond just conference. You know, it was just in journals. So watch for that. Things, publishing takes time. The second challenge is, so you graduated, JY, you graduated. Now you find a job that is meaningful for you. And then third challenge, I'm just summarizing my life in 7 steps. Getting personal life in order. 4, juggling young family, work, careers. I don't know if I use the name exactly, but there was this Jack Nicholson's movie on Something Has to Give. You know, you just can't have it all. And deciding what to give, it's really, it's an art in its own right, and we all make mistakes. There is only 24 hours a day. And one thing that I've learned, I've heard from people from different cultures today, Europeans know much better what they are doing than Americans or Orientals, because they don't work, they work, is that true, Pedro? Work 9 to 5, and weekend is holy. You don't work on the weekend. Well, Americans, you know, I am the first one being in this culture that we never actually stopped during COVID. Jeff and I pretty much work, I'm embarrassed to say, probably on the average 12 hours a day now, including weekends, because there is so much catching up, and I don't know if this is sustainable. But one should be really keenly aware that there is only 24 hours a day. Then comes, okay, so you've caught up, you are working, you've established something, and then there is a problem of empty nest and keeping the excitement going. So these years come very fast. You know, you have young kids. Gino is very young now, JY, and 15 years will pass and he goes to college. And then there is this really strange period when you have all the time in the world, there is empty nest, and then you have to find the excitement. Life has to keep going. So what we've been doing is that's this 7th stage, catching up, retiring, and I still don't have grandchildren. I look to that. And so I didn't mention here, but I should mention, so it's also the process in which, as you get older, you really have to say goodbye to a lot of people who are no longer with us. And that's the process in its own right. So one big thing that I wanted to say, it's never easy. If you think, okay, I'm just going to graduate, or I'm just going to have a kid, and after that things are going to be easier, it's never going to be like that. And that's one thing that I wanted to share. But I think this really gives me opportunity. I never really celebrate birthdays much, and my family never was big on birthdays. So this is a sort of unique thing. And looking back, there is a question that really, in the hindsight, things become much more clear. And one thing that's still not clear to me is if I were to do it again, would I do it exactly the same way? So that's one thing. And you guys are, as you go through your lives, you're just going to have to question all of these things. So just to close, I want to say there are these challenges and somehow most of the life goes on that. But then at the end, as we have celebrations like now, I recognize that it's all about people and it's an incredible journey. You have family, you have friends, and I coined this thinking about it. I said, it's morphing together from initial conditions, managing expectations, and many ups and downs. You can summarize all that we've been talking about today. You see the beautiful photos, of us working, eating together and start traveling, but actually we meet. That's what happened to me. I met JY on Jeju Island, and there was this morphing of ourselves as a process of learning, getting from here to there. Maybe her expectations were different than mine, so we have to be very adaptive to, and in particular for young faculty who are working with young people, it is really not black and white. And I think that's one thing that I wanted to share with you, because I never really quite thought about it as black and white. The other thing is, and Damien is still there, Damien, I want to say that at the end, it's somewhat stochastic process. You can't plan it all. Much happened by chance, but then it took life of its own. And these are you agree with that?
I agree. Life is a stochastic process, which is unknown.
Right. Which is unknown. And then, you have these photos to share at the end, and that's what it is. And let me see what I have a couple of more thoughts. One is that I really appreciate that I've been in the university environment. If you stop and think, we are privileged. There are so many people who actually work for salaries to support themselves, but university is a very transforming place. And when I talk, for example, with Jeff about retiring, he said, I don't want to retire. We don't have to work now anymore. You paid off the house, so you don't want to work. You don't have to work, but you work as long as you learn. And so this is, I think this is one magic. As long as you feel that you're growing and learning and your mind is curious, I think university is a wonderful place, because nobody is really pushing you to just deliver and build things and so forth. So the other thing is, I've been at more than one university, as you know, and I've seen other universities through collaborations like IST in Lisbon. I'm looking, Pedro, at you. And the thing is that each university is unique and it has own good and bad things. So don't be blinded by these rankings of universities or whatever. It's sometimes depends on the area. It depends on subgroups. One thing I've learned, I think this is true, and unfortunately is true, is that when you think about where power systems research has happened, it's always triggered by, I would say, at most couple of individuals, right? So it's not the university that makes it happen. At MIT, we had Fred Schweppe when he brought me there. He was, to me, he was such an authority. I couldn't wait to go and talk to him and learn from him. I got there. He was really not treated very well because he didn't have enough money. And all the people who were getting gifts from Microsoft and so forth, they were important. And Fred, who was just like mastermind in the field, was second-rate citizen. There are places where you, so there are very different things that matter that you can get. Like when I was at Washington University in St. Louis, when I went to work with Zaborski, he started a department. He brought a lot of money for power. Once he was gone, the field was gone. So it is always, don't think if you are going to send your children to school to do something depending on what they like, but it should not always be the ranking. Every school has their own good and bad things. So to close, lessons learned. This is hard to take, but it's true. Nothing is wasted, even when unfinished or seemed incomplete. And I think we can all relate to that. We have all these ideas, but not all converted into something. One thing that I learned, and I learned too late, and I think it particularly applies to women, but I think it's very important, when I was first time around at MIT, I was taking things personally. If nobody ever tells you that you are doing a good job or something like that, you take it personally. Okay, I'm not important and this and that, or my field doesn't matter. Probably nothing at MIT is personal. People are so busy. Everybody's occupied by their own things. So don't take, if something negative happens, don't think that this is because you are either female or you have an accent or whatever. I don't know. So you will be much less vulnerable if you don't take it that way. Manage expectations. I learned that in my first marriage, you know, expectations are very important. And the other thing is, how do you diversify? In other words, you see, we look at ourselves today, it's not just one type of student, it's not just one idea, you know, the things, it's like a melting pot, you know, the more people you have with different ideas and the more you appreciate different cultures, the better. And so these are some really, some hard lessons that I learned, but the last thought, absolutely the last thought, this is page 4, it is actually sometimes a rough road, but not a goal. This is what I've gone through. There is no goal right at the end. It's all these years you've gone through the process, and it's full, I have to say it, and hopefully don't get too emotional, it's full of rich blessings. We've seen this today. And looking back, getting older, I've learned also how to soften, not to be black and white, and to take one step at a time. And so I'm so grateful to you all who have taken time. I think it's working day, is the whole afternoon. Organizing committee has taken a lot of time to do this, for all your gifts. You have really illuminated my life today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maria. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so finally, I want to make an announcement, and then we can go to the private session. And Maria, maybe you want to get a cup of tea. Yeah, so yeah, it has been a while. So for all the materials today, yeah, so we would like to say we will post it at the MIT website. So there is a celebration page, and we will share that with all the participants. And by the way, this is the current group of Maria. So you can see, there are 4 female students and 1 male student. So, and it is growing. So that's very nice. So with that, I want to conclude today's ceremony. I mean, the main part. If anybody who would like to talk to Maria, like one by one, you can stay, and I and Tom will coordinate. So Maria, is that okay?
Sure, absolutely. I'll just take 1 second while we are moving to back room, so that I'll be back in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Yang, for organizing this. This has been amazingly great, and I know that you have spent a lot of efforts on this, especially as the leader on this organizing committee. So thank you, and all the organizers. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, appreciate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Thank
you for your leadership.
Of course, you did a great job. Nice coordination. So Tom, may I ask how many private sessions do we have? 1, 2, or 3?
So far, only 1 people sent me a message that she wants to talk with Maria privately. Perhaps there are many people didn't notice that message. Perhaps they want to stay here for a while and talk to Maria.
Okay.
Before you end, can I thank you all? It was so impressive what you did. Greetings from Belgrade, Serbia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Srbijanka.
Okay, we'll keep in touch later on.
I can't tell you how much I appreciated your talk. For those who don't know much about many things in my life, Srbijanka was my first assistant in one of the courses, and so was Hildegard, but in electrical engineering. There are stories around that, you know. There were not that many people around, but I always admire you, how tough you were with. And it's so good to see you. Sorry, I haven't kept in touch, but I will follow up with emails.
Follow up later on with email.
And when this COVID is over with, I definitely would like to come and visit and see.
That would be great.
Okay.
Enjoy your day. Congratulations for everything. I'm really proud of you and impressed. Bye to everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Srbijanka.
Bye.
All right.
Do we
Okay.
know what we're doing now? Sorry.
Right. So yeah. So is there anybody who want to talk to Maria in public fashion? If not, we will ask Tong to put Maria on the first private session. Yeah.
How do I do? Do I need to move or I just stay
You
here?
don't do anything, we will move you. So like a
Okay.
breakout in a qualified exam or comprehensive exam.
I will
Thank you,
do a
Maria.
tutorial.
Yeah. Thank you, Maria. It's been just a great afternoon.
Well, you
and,
did wonderful. Thank you. I
yeah,
will be back
so
with everybody. Yeah.
we'll talk later. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Need to go and take care of kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is
Okay.
stage 2 or 3, but there is more stages after that. Look.
Yeah. It's not going to get any better. It's just different stages, right?
No, it's just enjoy every stage, basically.
Right. Okay. And special thanks to Yunhe because he's calling from Hong Kong. He stayed all night. Thank you so much, Yunhe. Yeah.
Okay.
It's my great honor.
Yeah. Thank you. Hopefully we can see you sometime soon when things get a little more normal.
Yeah, after everything back to normal.
I hope you
Thank you.
enjoyed connecting with everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very enjoying that and know a lot of new friends. Thank you so much. Happy birthday and congratulations.
And if you see
Yeah.
Felix before me, say hi to him.
Yeah,
if you
sure,
see
sure,
Felix
sure.
before me, just greet him. Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you. That was great. That was very nice talk.
Okay.
Maria, wish just to tell you it was excellent, nice. Wish you all the best and goodbye. See
Was
you.
it good? Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Draga naša Maco, evo Zorica I ja te pozdravljamo.
Jao, Zorice, nisam te prepoznala celo vreme. Oh my God.
A ti izgledaš odlično, imaš isti onaj pokret kad si nameštala kosu ovako, to se
Pa uvek mi imam bezveznu kosu, nisam kao divna organizovana.
To si Zaječara ponela, sjajno izgledaš.
Rekli smo Meryl Streep, ali nećemo.
Da. Ličiš na Meryl Streep stvarno, ali ti rekao još neko?
Jeste, oni kažu to.
Vidiš.
Jao,
I would like to thank to the organizing committee. It was perfectly organized. Thank you very much. And thank you for inviting us to join this beautiful celebration.
I just want to say something. Let's connect on Zoom, three of us.
Zove neko Maco tamo?
Molim?
Ili te neko zove tamo Maco?
Da.
Eto.
Divna, ako vidiš Broću kad nije tamo, kaži da me je mnogo rasplakao.
Ja mislim da je još bio uključen.
Evo me, tu sam.
Broćo, gde si? Pa čekaj, ne vidim te dobro.
Evo, vidiš flašu Zaječarsku?
Zaječarsko
Okay,
pivo.
guys, this says Zaječar beer. We have this old brewery in Zaječar. One of in our hometown. I used to be very good beer, right? I don't know how is it now.
To sam teo da ti skrenem pažnju da si propustila da goste pozoveš na pivo.
Pa kako da pozovem sa ovim?
Nemoj da se sekiraš.
Ja sam malo brinula za tebe, nisam te čula za Novu godinu.
Pa ja sam imao malo nekih problemčića, ali to su bili veseli problemi.
Jesi okej?
Naravno da sam okej. Viš da pijem pivo.
Ajde, onda treba da se vidimo, da popijemo. Mnogo si me stvarno rastužio sa tom pesmom.
Znaš šta je bilo?
Šta je bilo?
Ovi momci pošlju meni poruku. Kako su oni došli, ovi organizacioni komitet do mog maila, ja to ne znam, nisam se raspitivao i kažu šta hoće. Međutim, ja sam u nekoj gužvi i ja zovem Marinović i rekao, je li bre Zorane, jer ima negde ono što smo snimili pored Timuka? Kaže, ima. Daj vam. Ja im pošlim za 2 dana i eto to je.
Odlično, divno. Divna, isto hoću da ti kažem, ono što si poslala na Facebook, naš Zaječar.
Da.
Kako može to da se dobije? Toliko je prekrasno.
Morat ću da vidim sa Jelenom. Ja nisam uspela, nema tu opciju.
A ko je to pravio?
Ne znam, ima neko ime. Vidjet ću ja to sa broćem pa ćemo ti naći.
Nije hitno, ali toliko je. I to me rasplakalo. Nadamo se, baš se nadam da ako prošle godine kad je bilo taj reunion, znate da sam imala probleme.
Znam.
Ja ne mogu sada da pominjem. Međutim, sada je sve dobro, normalno i čim se malo vreme popravi, se normalizuje, vidimo se, baš.
Obavezno.
Samo napred.
Baš.
Ajde, ljubim.
Ste obradovali.
U zdravlje.
Evo i Goran Štrba. Goran, gde si? Gorane? Okay, I don't know. Hi, Rupa.
Hello.
I see you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's already that we are not able to join you physically, so I thought I should leave my camera on this time.
Okay. I don't really know how these breakout rooms work, or
I think Tom should be able to like.
Right. So Tom is time to.
Yeah.
Sure. Before start, I would like to give a tutorial for that breakout room.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe we can take a picture, virtual picture. We want to open the webcam, and then we can take, a screen, so all the pictures will be there. What about that? So before everyone.
We should have done that sooner, but yeah,
sooner. Yeah, but I think there would be only how many 25 pictures per screen. So
I see.
Yeah, definitely we should have
I
done
can
it
do
sooner.
that.
I think it just came to my mind.
Total number is 27. It says 27 participants.
No, I have a max, so what I see in my screen is just 25. So maybe we can get two shots. With 2 shots, we can see everyone. So we can. I take a screen, and Yang, if you want to do that, you can do that.
Oh, you can take it, please. Thank you for your time.
Maybe everyone can turn on their videos for the picture.
I think it is only recorded. Someone is recording, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes, on the recording.
Yeah, that's another way you can do that. But that is good. So, hey Noha, long time no see.
Hey Noha, we want to see you also. You have changed. You lost so much weight.
Yes, since last time we met, I think so.
Are you doing okay?
Well, we gained weight in the quarantine, of course. So I'm good, yeah.
And how is the little girl?
The one, she's no longer little. She's 15 now.
Is she there? Can I see her? Is Ravan there?
The one, yeah, she's in her room. She's like a teen thing.
Sweet 16.
You know.
16? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I remember when Noha, when you were doing your PhD, she was little girl, so sweet girl, really.
Yeah, she's taller than me now, and she's in grade 10. So yeah.
That's wonderful. I don't know. I lost track with you, and I'm really happy that we reconnected.
Me too. Yeah.
I think JY and I forget somebody else. They really worked very hard. JY found also Narmeen. We never saw Narmeen today. Was she connected?
She was there. She was there. Yeah.
She was there. Why didn't she's not there anymore, right?
Yeah, she left a message that she had to drop. Yeah.
Okay, I will follow up with her because hey Mara, are you there? She just sent my other friend Mara. So I have a different friend, but so good to see you, Noha, really.
Me too, yeah.
Are you back to normal? Everything is under control and everything?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's better than, than last year. It was, I think, very tough on a lot of people. and changing the business schedule from traveling and meeting to virtual was not an easy thing. So
you're working with the Lut, right?
I'm working with the Rand now.
Oh, with Rand. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Rand. In Pittsburgh or no?
In DC. They do have an office in Pittsburgh, but
I know they have offices everywhere, but I think you are in DC.
Yes, yeah. Well, their headquarters in Santa Monica, so I decided to stay here. It's better. They do a lot of business with the Pentagon, so it's, you know, more easy for me if I joined a project with the Army, you know. Yeah, it's an interesting work here. It's different than just focusing on energy and energy policy and what I've been doing with NERC. But you apply everything to different problems.
Right.
Yeah. So the learning curve is huge here.
It's really good to see you, and I wish I had seen Nermin, but I will follow up with her. I have to do
I'm looking to see how the breakup sessions will be. If there's time today, or we can connect next another time.
Let's connect on the Zoom. I will make sure to follow up with, in particular, with some of you whom I haven't seen in a while.
Yes.
You know, I think I'm really grateful for everybody's time today. Yeah.
Okay.
And give a hug to Ravan if she remembers me. She was such a sweet.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Tong, can you do your presentation really quickly because we only have 2 private conversations?
Sure, no problem. Can you see my screen, right?
Yeah.
So shortly, I will create a breakout room where you can talk with Maria privately. So when you are invited, you will receive the invitation. So the invitation looks like this. It's a window will pop up. What you need to do is just need to click this blue button. Then you will in the breakout room. So for the guest, you just now you can talk with Maria privately. People outside the virtual room will not hear your conversation. So if you finish your conversation, just click the leave room button, just this blue button. So Maria can stay in this room all the time. So if you need my help, please, because people outside the virtual room cannot hear your conversation. If you need our help, just click there, ask for help button. Then I will enter your room virtually and help you to solve your issue. So if you accidentally click the leave room and you want to re-enter the room, you just need to click this button. That's all for this tutorial. Any questions?
Thank you. And I think, Yang, this is the end of the official meeting.
Right.
Thank you so much for putting this together. I know it was a lot of work, Masood, everybody. Thank you guys, Pallavi. But it's memorable and I can, you know, it really is incredible. Oh, here comes Ivan. Okay, Ivane, go. He wants to play. Ivane. Oh, the story behind this was when we were in high school and Ivan and I, we went to music school, just as an additional activity, and we both play accordions. And he was so much better than me.
Ne, nego čuo sam da ti trebaju note.
Trebaju mi, da.
A što ne kažeš? Imam
Ajde, nisi stavio, nisi stavio da te vidim.
Kako bre nisam stavio? Znaš šta je? Ja sam sada, ovo mi je prva upotreba Zooma.
Ok. Ima stop video and start video.
Evo ga.
Tako, ok.
Skinuo sam naočare.
Ok.
Ovo prvi put koristim Zoom, a nešto, imam neki tehnički problema. Sad sam razgovarao s Jocom. Čovječe, zvao sam Jocu da mi pomogne, jer rekao, propadno načisto. Hoću da napravim neki belaj. Imam note specijalno za harmoniku.
Baš ste me obradovali sa tom muzikom našom mnogo lepo.
A to, znaš šta je bilo? Ovi su nas pritisli, nisu nas pritisli momci, ali nam poslali, znaš, Miloš i neki Young mailove. Ja sad dohvatim i imam ovde neku gužvu, gde šta sad da radim, kako da snimim. pošto mi kompjuter nešto ne radi tamo, nešto me zeza Google oko toga što imam neki Windows 7, pa on tako nije podržan i tako dalje. I onda ja dohvatim, setim se Zorana Marinovića i kažem, jeli bre Zoki, jel čuvaš ti onda ono što smo ja i ti snimili na Timuku prošle godine, kaže kako da ne. I ja sam hteo i njega da ubacim u sesiju, ali on malo još gore barata računalnikom od mene, tako da bi ispala neka ovako, mnogo bi vremena poharčiti. I za mene je bitno da ja tebe vidim živu i zdravu, jer sam pročitao iz onog pisma da si malo onako tužna zbog, ajde tako to krstim, zbog toga što treba sediš u kući, ali što da radiš? Mislim, nema kretanja, to ti je to.
Je li vi sedite kod kuće?
Pa ja sad ne, zato što sam na gradilištu.
Oh my god, pa čuvaj se.
Pa ne, nema veze, to je, na gradilištu smo dovoljno daleko jedni od drugih. I putujemo, mislim, ali samo imamo ograničenje da nosimo maske i da se ne skupljamo u gomile. Eto, to je. Pa čuvamo se mi, koliko toliko, ali radi se o tome što je to potpuno drugačije nego u drugim. Ovde su na vlasti barabe, mislim, i polupismeni ljudi, tako da tu samo Bog može da nas sačuva, ali Bog će verovatno i da nas sačuva zato što, baš pričam sa Jocom, mi ne mislimo mnogo da je, smatramo da je, i svi na gradilištu, ljudi, tehnička lica uglavnom, mi smatramo da je kudi kamo opasnija vlast nego virus. Vlast od virusi nema pojma. Da, virus je opasan koliko je opasan, ali to nije prva epidemija u istoriji. Ja sam recimo naletao na veterinare, znači da i životinje oboljevaju od virusa. Pa je COVID virus prvo detektovan na kokoški pre 50-30 godina.
Da.
Molim lepo. A niko nije pitao veterinare, nego pita neke sminke tamo koji mi lupetaju gluposti. Tako da, mislim, to je, tako je kako je, ali mislim, ukoliko se malo zaklonimo, može nekako da se progura.
Samo se čuvaj, samo se čuvaj.
A ne, znaš, to je, ne znaš od čega se čuvaš.
Ja, znam.
To je ono, jer samo pričat ćemo kad se vidimo, jer...
Važi.
Ali ovo si napravila, mislim, stvarno...
Ili je dobro bilo?
Ma i čovječe, ovo je fantastično zamisliti da okupiš na jednom mestu. Ja kad pogledam ove ljude iz pitaj Boga različitih zemalja, to je sve bistro, čoveče. Mislim, to treba da donosi odluke neke na svetskom nivou, ne ove barabe koje su okupile gore. Oni mogu da im cipele čiste. Bilo kome od ovih koje sam vidio. To je snaga jedna intelektualna, pitaj Boga kolika, koja se naravno koristi da radi, ali da donosi odluke i ok. Zna se ko donosi. O tome se radi. To je glavni problem. Kako je tebi familija? Svi su zdravi što se tiče COVID-a?
Sve je, pričat ću i tebi to malo. Znaš da sam imala probleme sa srednjim sinom.
Čuo sam da jeste, ali mislim, sa COVID-om nemate problema, sa virusom.
Ne.
To je važno.
Samo što sedim kod kuće, čak ne idem ni u prodavnicu malo za hranu, to je to.
Pa čekaj, vas ne puštaju da izađete?
Ma puštaju, nego ovi stari ipak, mislim, odemo da kupimo hranu, to je to.
Pa šta, ne možeš da sedneš u svoja kola i da odeš na Kraljevicu, mislim na Kraljevicu, lupam.
Možeš.
Pa to uradi.
A znaš šta, gde mi živimo ovde, tu ima dosta šume, znaš, pa ja idem pa se prošetam. Ne moram da idem negde.
Dobro, naravno.
No, to izađem jednom dnevno malo, ja.
Ja sam boravio u Zaječaru 3 nedelje.
Htjela sam da ti kažem, žao mi je za mamu, ali imala je dug život.
To je druga što ništa. To je to kako je, tako je 98. godina.
Da. Jel si prodao kuću?
Ne, nisam.
Dobro,
nisam prodao i mislim da ću da je izdajem.
Mi smo napravili veliku grešku.
Da je prodam neću, ali šta da radiš? Niste napravili neku veliku grešku, znači sad možda kupiš kuću, bud zašto.
Ajde, pričat ćemo kad dođu.
Dogovoreno.
Baš, ajde.
Baš mi je drago.
Hvala
Sve
ti za
najbolje.
pesmu, mnogo lepo, ajde, ćao.
Ćao. Čekaj da se isključim.
Yeah, thank you for the interaction. So, Hong, please move the break room. Yeah, now.
Sure. Maria, you will receive invitation shortly.
Join, right, okay.
Yes.
Happy birthday again, Marija. See you.
Happy birthday.
Bye, everyone. Amazing effort. Thank you, Professor Wang and all the OC members. Good job.
Yeah, everybody contribute a lot. We are equally contributing. So thank you so much. Yeah. So everyone, this is the official end of the meeting, conference, or celebration. If you still want to meet Marija, feel free to stay. However, feel free to leave. So Marija is in the private room now.
Sure. I just want to talk to her very briefly.
Sure.
Say happy birthday in person. So I just stay a little bit.
Right. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Professor Wang, did you want me to stay for any of the photos or anything, or can I close the session?
What photo? What session?
You mentioned that I should go over the Spic Star.
Oh,
no. Not required, right?
No, it's just in the last minute, I was thinking whether we can show something, but Marija already showed everything one by one. So much more detail.
Yeah.
Thanks. Sorry, I'm worried.
Okay. I'll explain to her those details later on, but I guess for now it's not required, right? Yeah, and also I wanted to remind you, I texted you, like Professor Lang mentioned that they are going to have a family gathering at 5 p.m. So I just wanted to let you know.
Oh, so it's 5 now, right?
Sorry?
Is it 5 right now?
Yeah, like last time when we interacted with him, he said they're planning a family event at 5 p.m. So I just wanted to make sure we are not taking that slot.
Sure, I will ask Marija and tell Marija, maybe it's time to leave, but thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for all the effort and pushing us all.
You took a lot of effort. Thank you too. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye
Rupa. Next guest will be Masood.
Oh, next will be Masood. You said there were two. It was one.
Another one exists.
Ah, I see. Okay, the next one is Masood. So I can see on the list there are Mara, Ivan, Melissa, Mayana, Rada, and Gary. So is there anyone who want to talk privately? The private session, let us know. Otherwise, we will put Masood into the session and conclude. Tom, can you text Marija, or you cannot see Marija?
I can text Marija. I can.
Yeah, so if you can text Marija to tell her that, Jeff Long, her husband, talked to Rupa about the event at 5. So right now it's 5 at your time, right? Tell her there's an event, so she may want to pay attention to that.
Sure, I can text her.
Okay. Hey, Mark, are you talking to us? Mara, we can hear your voice.
Kako si znala da je otišla?
And
A jel vidiš?
You want to
Jel
talk
bio
to
otac Aco? A čuj, nije, možda ga nisu pozvali.
Now the first guest finished, I will pull Masood into the room.
Izvolite.
Oh, I think okay, yeah, go ahead.
Ja, vjerojatno nisu uključili, zaboravili, ne znam šta. Gledala sam od početka koliko je ona dobila, ona je svjetski naučnik. Ona je svjetski. Ne, ja sam gledala prije toga u početku, a tebi nisam odmah poslala, znaš, nisam ni mislila da mogu ti poslati. I kako ona uspjela i da se 2 puta uda i 3 djece i sve.
I'll tell Maria she will have an appointment at 5.
Okay.
She should say the message in the room.
Sounds good. Hey, Maria, you are muted. Can you unmute yourself?
So I think Maria left for her.
I think we have reached the end. This was much longer than we planned, right?
Yeah, the good news is we record everything and we will edit maybe not editing, but yeah, just send you all the materials we have. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah,
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Bye-bye, everyone.